Oh my god, he just ran in. Stick it clean. Oh Jesus. Oh my god, 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 he just ran in. God damn it, Leroy. Oh fuck. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh fuck. God damn it, Leroy. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. God damn it, Leroy.
Ugh, sorry about the cursing, wow.
Hey, traders, it's me, Leroy Jenkins. What's going on, everybody? I got into technical analysis 16 years ago. Well, 16 years ago, I ran in and became famous, and and now I'm doing TA. All right, cool, whatever, man. It was like the 16-year anniversary, like yesterday, of Leroy Jenkins, and I didn't hear about it till late last night. So, just doing a Leroy Jenkins stream. So enjoy the overlay and the the Leroy Jenkins helm in the back. You can see it. It's legendary, of course. And yeah, we're just going to get started with Activision Blizzard. Why not? The company that made me famous to begin with, right? If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. So Activision Blizzard up 0.07% today. Kind of showed a double bottom around $87, $88, and nearing that $9,800 neckline. You break that, you're going right up to probably all-time highs again. I mean, you could. Others would argue possibly a bear cipher. I mean, that's always a possibility, right? But we'll zoom out. Hold on. Drink this coffee. Hold on, watch this. Hands-free. Look, hands-free coffee drinking, chat. That's the best tasting coffee ever when you don't even have to pick it up. All right, so yeah, zoom out. Remember the old cup with handle? Remember the old trade setup? It only hit one target of the trade setup, but it was a weekly trade. So it's like you'd still be, I mean, I still own Activision, right? Yo, oh my God! Is that how I do it, man? Pretty good, right? What's up, Yo Hammer? Yes, Leroy Jenkins, man. Leroy Jenkins. So there's a good news, bad news situation. I was thinking about putting the helmet on when the jar fills up, but the problem is the software doesn't recognize my face with it on, so the armor would have to come off, all right? And I'm naked under this, so it's not going to work. All right, so, dude, I really like... I would have preferred that Activision went to backtest that high from September 2018, but it never did it? Nope. It did backtest, though, recently, the August 5th high. It backtested that and has bounced resoundingly off that. So, I mean, you test it once, you test it twice, there's not much, you know, more for the asset to do but to mark up again, and I think the target, more midterm, would be like 112, but then eventually, remember that weekly, yeah, the weekly cup with handle, man, you can't even believe it right now. It seems unbelievable, you know, but 128.74 is that 100% measured move of a structure the size of Jupiter, kind of. I mean, you know, the cup with handle was like, you know, 800 days large, so yeah, it's going to take a while if it's going to play out, so we'll see. I like how the weekly negative momentum's waning and getting closer to neutral. So then you flip over to positive and we go to much higher prices. We continue this price discovery stuff. Get above $100 though. That's where the party starts. All right. Anyway, moving on. Let's go back. Let's go to crypto. I decided to do it, man. It's obligatory, right? On Leroy Jenkins Day, you look at Activision Blizzard first, but then you look at Bitcoin second. And Bitcoin, yeah, I mean, the title, the stream. It's like, hey, congratulations on not crashing. You know, oh my God, I went to bed and I wake up and Bitcoin's not devastated. Do we get a couple more days of this? Just maybe, where there's not a 15% swing or something? Would really appreciate it if someone let Bitcoin know. Thanks, the CEO of Bitcoin. But yeah, you know, still, look, I mean, a lower high than the previous high. I mean, you could almost start arguing that hidden bearish divergence from that high to the lower high is real. You know, I mean, it's just not great, man. You're below all the technical resistance, all of them, man. Every single one, including the Elon tweet from January 29th. Dang, pathetic, man. Every single peak you're lower than. So it's like, if you truly want to put on, you know, a hopium smoking session, you gotta get above at least a couple of them. You were yesterday, I guess, but dude, it's just really hard being so optimistic on Bitcoin right now when it's just pending a lower high and it's below every single resistance from history until about, like, you know, $30,000. So you can't be sold on it yet. You can't. Now, you did break, of course, that supply line, but I mean, assets break supply lines all the time, but fail to, you know, reverse the trend. If you want a truer, shorter-term trend reversal, you would have to break above 42K, break it back, test it, hold it as support. You do that, you make a higher low, and then you run again, and you break above 45K. You know, really just any local high, God, on the way down. You haven't done anything that would indicate that bulls are taking the ball back yet. You just haven't. So sorry that the analysis wasn't more positive But hey, at least GameStop's up 16+% today. Hey, that's the most recent trade setup. Let's go, dude. Oh, it's totally a costume, dude. I spent, I think it was a... Oh no, it's not a costume, dude. It's literally armor I got out of Upper Blackrock Spire 16 years ago, and I'm putting the armor back on. It still fits. Okay? Kidding me? Thinking this is a costume? Thinking this is some sort of joke, dude? This is real life. Okay. Anyway, imagine unironically answering that by saying overlay. Really? Really, dude? Don't ruin the fun, okay? I don't know, sometimes you join the stream to escape from the crazy politicized world we live in, all the bad things. We're just here looking at charts. Relax. Alright, so that's Bitcoin. Let's look at the daily. I don't know, I don't feel too bad about total yet. We're going to look at that after Ethereum. I'm sorry, after the daily on Bitcoin. Remember, still a valid bullish engulfing candle until you get a daily candle close below the open of that candle around 34,783. So this is still real. You know, this still could be possibly the Japanese candlestick reversal for a little bit more upside. So just keep that in mind. It's just one variable, so it's not really that great. I do like to see the negative momentum waning. That's good. So that means there could be still some more upside with the engulfing candle, but I don't know how high it's going to get. And you can clearly see just, I mean, it's like, the boss and all the World of Warcrafts. Okay, all the bosses. You got to break through you got to kill these bosses if you want to go to the next bosses. Okay, there's a lot of bosses ahead of you. Anyway, below the 200-day moving average. Go. All right. Yeah, here's total, right, where it's like, yeah, the engulfing candle's still good, just a day of indecision after the engulfing candle, so that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's still valid until you close below, you get a daily candle close below 1.39 trillion, so all is well, but you know what you got to break. It's clearly posted here, and what did I say yesterday? Yeah, it could be today that you go and you test that February 21st high. You tested it and pulled back. You rejected it, and I think you went all the way down to 1.5 trillion before recovering 1.61 trillion right now. So anyway, you know what you got to do. Total's got to break 1.779, and if you do that, you could very well see a $2.2 trillion market cap again. I mean, because it's straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. That's the history. That's all you got. Unfortunately, no edge on Bitcoin nor the total. Just bearish convergence for now. So that means you rally up, you make a lower high, then you sell off again. And then maybe if you're fortunate, you make a double bottom, slightly lower low, and then daily bullish divergence appears very clear and concise. And then that's when one would say, hey, there's a really strong argument for a much more major reversal to the upside. You just don't have that yet, okay? Because it's just so recent that we had our major markdown. Yeah, time is needed. Always. Anyway, dude. So I guess we can go to Ethereum or something, man, if you want, truly. Ethereum's not too bad. Ethereum's actually pretty awesome. Actually, what's happening as I'm speaking to you could be really, really good. Okay, so Ethereum, up 0.37% right now. Got a little scary, I guess, this morning when Ethereum bearishly engulfed, fell below the critical congestion area that we needed to stay above desperately. I mean, on that next candle, you rallied back up into that zone sideways, and now you're trying to break back above the top of that zone, which is really good, because anything above that area long enough, the only history you have is straight up, straight down. So straight up to 3K. If this can sustain, it's not going to if Bitcoin wants to suck, but if Bitcoin wants to do big on nothing burger, then Ethereum's going to have a chance to bullishly engulf on this 4-hour candle to close the day. And, again, there's an hour, 39 minutes to go, so it could be a while, but 3K, could be in store for you. And that would be like, you've broken a supply line, you've made an X, you've made an A, you've made a B, you've made a C, you could be working on C to D. C to D is a much more major wave that if you're talking about deep retraces, talking about 35, 50, 3600, maybe even a little higher. If you're talking about some standard cipher, I think this would be a bearish cipher pattern. Yep, and 786. Dang, it would take you a lot higher. So if you were creating this huge complex structure, you're talking about a pattern completion zone for real of 3846, which would be unbelievable. But dude, you just gotta understand, like, this could be valid. Ethereum sells off, goes all the way down to 2023, and it would still be a valid idea, because these ideas don't become invalid until, you know, the asset where it's beginning to make that C wave falls below that low that it created, that 113% retrace pretty much. So there's just so much room for it. It could go down, go up, and still eventually make its way, meander on up to 38 and change, 3,800 and change, before reversing again. And that could be, I mean, I'm just telling you, dude, this is how all these things start. One bottom, a second bottom, confirmation low, bullish pin bar, triple bullish divergence on the 4 hour, back above 2,100, 2,600. Okay, then why not 3K? 3K is not even a very strong resistance. You break 3K, you're going 3,500 like nothing, because there's just nothing here looking left. But yeah, that would require Bitcoin going up to 42K, 43K, and beyond, right? It would. You can't, there's no way Ethereum's probably going to do it without Bitcoin playing ball a little bit. So just bringing up the ideas, theory crafting, because that's all we can kind of do right now, right? Are we so sure this isn't a bull trap? Dude, I mean, look, I'll show you one thing that I brought up last night to patrons that you need to be aware of. I mean, for real. Like, zoomed in, short term, there's always this idea, okay? This is very real. I mean, it's kind of hard to argue. It's not the largest structure, but man, 78.6%. Dude, the pattern, you got a bearish cipher in the midst of being created that has not hit its pattern completion zone. So you run up one more time, you go to 40,700, 40,600. And what is that? So it's a deep 786 retrace. That's just your high back from February 6th. It's an area congestion, and that's where another reversal could occur. That reversal occurs and it could take you all anywhere, dude. Like, so much downside, you know? So I think that's definitely what could be in the midst of going on. Just a mini bearish cipher pattern that has not hit its PCZ but got real close. Okay, I should be aware. You're in a short-term downtrend. You're not making higher highs, higher lows, and even at this pattern completion zone, you're still not making higher highs yet, and that makes plenty of sense. Remember, in bear trends, shorter-term, mid-term, long-term downtrends, these patterns are extremely reliable. Okay, and that's like where, you know, just more selling can occur to take you down to, like, you know, maybe 35K, maybe paint some inverse head and shoulders or something down there, whatever. But that's definitely the area to be watching, and you could see that. Okay. Yeah, no, you can. Yeah, no, it comes off. It's unfortunate. So Ethereum, let's go back to it real quick. I just want to bring that up. Yeah, it's real. I mean, this is awesome on Ethereum. It's got its own little mini bear cipher, but I feel a lot less confident about its own cipher because of the lack of resistance above you, where Bitcoin has too much resistance above it. Ethereum has like nothing above it. So it's just going to mimic Bitcoin in the short term anyway. So here's Ethereum on the daily that you should look at. It looks magnificent. What a spectacular daily bullish and golden candle yesterday. Look at the amount of selling that was just bought up, and getting a daily close above this 2,600 area, I think, is extremely important. That could manifest into a $3,000 plus to 3,500 price target. Okay. Very, very good. That was a huge statement candle yesterday. And it could very well be what reverses the asset in the short term. So I think that's all it goes, man. That's what Japanese candlesticks are. So we'll see. Okay. Bitcoin, Ethereum. I guess we can go Litecoin, whatever. Down 4.5% today. Same thing. I mean, like, you know, it's like hidden bearish divergence, maybe. Could be argued, maybe not. I mean, this one's not all it's doing is testing a bunch of support resistances from history, trying to soul search, and it's just doing what Bitcoin's doing. You know, I just it's gonna do. I mean, like, hey, Bitcoin goes down, it goes to 146. Bitcoin goes up, it goes to 195, and then possibly 215, but really 245. So, yeah, man, this thing's been wrecked. But eventually, this asset's gonna have to establish a swing low that is higher than previous low. And it's going to have to make a higher high than the previous high. It hasn't done either of those things yet, so you still just can't be confident on Litecoin yet. Even after all the selling. Dude, remember, this thing made, like, from September 23rd low, it made a 78% retrace. That is so deep of a retrace value areas. Such a short period of time. So these are areas where definitely you can't be surprised if a more major reflexive rally occurs, where it runs up 50, 61, 78%. Right, just like we're thinking about maybe what Ethereum's doing, you know. Dang, man, I figured, well, I changed it up. I mean, this is a Leroy Jenkins overlay, so, I guess I'll let y'all, I guess if, you know, nothing happens, you never hear about it, but, okay. So I guess we can go to Bitcoin dominance real quick. We can look at some of the meme stocks, dude. God, GME, what a killer! What is so amazing. So starting to dump again. You fall below 44%. Who knows, man? This thing could go to much lower levels. Right, it's not even much of a support resistance. It's just that high, that daily candle high close from May of 2018. You're just at it. You break that. There's just not going to be much holding the asset up till 40% again, which is probably good for altcoins, I guess. But yeah, you got your reaction, but no confirmation, right? Maybe you go down to eventually test that level to confirm, you know? Seems possible. The way the altcoin's been performing, you know, it's just like they have smaller market cap, so it's much easier to move the meter on them than it is Bitcoin. So kind of understandable why they'll go up 20% and then 25 to 40%, and then Bitcoin will go up 10%. Yeah, Hex is okay. Yep, that one constantly is okay. OXT's up 18%. You know, ETC's up 6.5%. Yeah, Hex up 4.6%. Neo's up 5%. Link's up 2%. Everything else pretty much in the red. Tesla's up 2.5%. You know, so anyway, still the minority of the total crypto market cap is Bitcoin. S&P 500 today didn't do too well. You know, only 35 gainers. Only 35 gainers. Couldn't break that 4,200. Could it? Kind of somewhat of a. You would wonder, is that a this bearish dark cloud cover reversal maybe? So we'll see how that goes. There's a gap fill down at 41.16. You could almost say you're kind of a little bit range bound for 41.22 and 4,200. So whatever. It's just your index fund that just keeps on going non-stop, right? Throughout history. Even COVID crash couldn't stop it, right? Eventually, it's making new all-time highs in a very, very fast period of time, record levels of time. So let's just look at the one that we had been. Matthew D brought it up to us, and then I freaked out. I'm like, it's time. We got to do this. This has got to be a trade setup, man. It was just too good looking. I mean, you just did. It rallied, made the lower high, then sold off, and you made a low, a higher low, and then about the exact same low, and then you were getting back above 159.73. Oh yeah, that was it, man. I keep forgetting this one has like, yeah, you're at the highest levels ever. So, you know, the highest levels ever. It's like straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Why could it not go straight back up once it breaks 183? It could. I mean, the target's 276 and 380-ish. That's it, dude. GameStop, 16.34% up, and it's up after hours, another 3.28%. Let's go. Right? Applying traditional technical analysis to a joke stock. Paying off, man. Out the gate. I mean, this trade setup was posted on the 22nd. So just 3 days ago, before any of the fun stuff happened. Nice. I don't know, I mean, you had to be a patron or you had to be watching a stream to even know. So it's just like, whatever, man. Yeah, I think there's a lot more upside on this meme stock, and that's great, man. That's great. Okay. You know, there were just not many gainers today on the S&P, but, you know, two that we've been looking at hardcore, or a couple of them, right? Let's just look at PayPal. That is, hey, man. Yeah, you should be getting its ascent up. You don't know. I mean, it wasn't a very big day. I mean, the macro wasn't that great, so 0.58%. And you think it could keep climbing, a major uptrend. You established a low. You established another low, an 88% retrace of a little bullish bat pattern just visualized there. And, you know, your first target, 277. Then after that's all-time highs. So we'll see it go, man. This is the stuff you want to look for. You're not looking for assets that have gone up 2,000% in like 100 days. You're looking for assets that are in really nice established uptrends that just pulled back and then made a low, based out, and then rallied, and then same thing, higher low, confirmation low, bullish convergence is good. There's a lot more upside. And then this one, and then baby brother, same market participants, I guess. Qualcomm, right? I mean, it's, you know, it's only up 0.63% today, whatever. I think there was nice bullish divergence. Not as good as PayPal, since it like fell, it had a deeper retrace and fell below the 200 moving average, where we saw PayPal's above it. You got to get back over that 200-day moving average, but I think the eventual target on Qualcomm could be 162.40. Even if it's like an X, A, B, C, that's like an 886 anyway. And so I think that's where it could be headed. And then, you know, you don't want to be messing with the asset at all below a 123.63. All right. Funny, man, I can't even believe how many people were like, oh, traders are stalked by GameStop's pump. It's like, really, dude? It looked so good technically. Like, that's the only reason I cared about it. I don't care about GameStop unless, like, maybe it's showing, like, consecutive higher lows and it's getting ready, you know? It's like, okay. Yeah, we got the full moon tomorrow, but it's a special full moon because it's there's a 100% eclipse, so it's called a blood moon because of that. And we know it's almost like every single time I'm streaming, every time we're aware that there's a full moon, something wild happens on one of the markets, right? So we're gonna see how it goes tomorrow. Right, it's just like the moon is closest, super moons. Well, that's what makes it even more special too. Super full moons, or super moons, are full moons that where the moon is closer to the Earth, and we've evolved with the moon. So, you know, human emotionalism could be at high, you know, its peaks tomorrow. So we'll see. Yeah, dude. No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean you need that. So it's the suit's getting a little itchy. So. Alright, what else is very notable today? Extremely notable. Gold. Gold is extremely notable. Just why is gold good? There are reasons. Dons, let's go! Thanks so much, Dons, for the 120 Canadian dollars and smiley faces, man. At least I got chicken.
Smiley face.
Thanks so much, Dad. I figured that's how he talks or something. Dang that. He's still smiling, Don's on. Thanks, man. Alright, so here it is, chat. Here it is. It is official. It is official. Not official by like maybe $1 or less. Okay. Here it was, May 5th, May Day, Cinco de Mayo, you're getting drunk on tequila, but gold was telling us something. Gold looked like potentially a low risk, high reward opportunity for just whatever, a nothing burger, who cares kind of trade, you know? It's just a trader's day, whatever, man. So here we did it, man. There it is. You're so close, man. All right, like $1, $2 away at the highest point. Yeah, you know, and above that, man, that's like, why would that be a third profit taking level? Just because that is, like, we know, an inflection point. Like, the most major inflection point that exists to mankind on gold is 1900, 1920, and you know, you may reverse there and go all the way back down to 1800 before bouncing and going and breaking and going to 2000 plus, you know. So that's why it's a profit taking level, you know. But you gotta understand, this could be a much more major development, multi-year uptrend on gold's 250 plus day correction. You finally broke out, and you just got one more major level to break, but then you'll have, you know, above that all kinds of stuff, you know, 1955, after 1955, 2076, and then you got X, A, B, C, D, where it could be a major bearish cipher, that we might be finding a reaction around 2040 or so. So great news on gold, turning things around. Guess what? Yesterday confirmed bullish engulfing candle, not a reversal area, but definitely engulfed the previous candle. So that's always a good thing. On the daily, gold has not seen negative momentum since March 11th. That's kind of weird too. Like, what extended amounts of positive Momo? Eventually that'll subside and you'll go back negative for a little while. That would make sense after hitting a third target trade setup, I guess. Maybe you pull back. Maybe you come to back test the supply line as support. Maybe you come to back test the 200-day moving average as support as well. It's confluent with that supply line. So, because things don't just go straight up, do they? I mean, very seldom do they ever go up too long before pulling back. You always get them. You always get little pullbacks. You have nice markups, and you pull back. Anyway, good stuff. What's going on with the music, dude? It's freaking me out a little bit. Well, people would not tip $50 or $100. There was another cool variation, you know, a couple variations for just, you know, more normal tips. But I guess that's not happening. But, you know, whatever. Thanks, Yellowhammer and Don's. Wow, 150 on the day. That's fantastic. We're just trying to have fun, man. I didn't know that, like, doing this would manifest into, you know, negative, you know. It seems like it's a negative thing. You know, themed streams. Okay, gold and silver also. Nice. I mean, like, just really nice, dude. Like, God, it's so... I mean, it's such a good structure, and it's just rallying, you know. Not as good as gold, really, in terms of performance locally, but nevertheless, eventually 35 bucks and beyond. I mean, just think about this. It's so visible on the weekly. Dude, you understand, right? Like, looking at the weekly, how powerful this is. This is like one of the best looking charts out there, man. $35 straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. Okay, you failed a couple times. Sell wall, accumulation, back above that major area, straight up $35. You could almost book it at this point. It's just such a high probability of happening soon. Whatever, ignore silver. Keep ignoring silver, okay? Anyway, so no requests. Understandable. Why would anyone request anything ever when Bitcoin's making lower highs? I get it, man. It's not like we're not looking at like good assets that are making like you know. Let's just look here. How deep is that, man? So, you know, we're just thinking outside the box on Vechain, whatever. Look at that low from February 23rd. What does that do? 618. Is that a 786? That's an 88% retrace. I mean, that is pretty interesting, right? And you look at an asset that, yeah, that's a discernible swing low there, right? And then you two bottoms. You're above all major resistance points pretty much on Vechain. This could be like a confirmation low like Bitcoin Cash.
V5 chicken.
A while back, you made trade calls on Lulu and WW, wondering what you think of how those are progressing. Also curious about your take on trajectory for ETH. Thanks, Mitch.
Are you requesting something, Alex? I mean, Weight Watchers was awesome, you know, so haven't checked on Lulu. But, like, that is something interesting. Thank you for the 11, and, you know, thanks for, you know, tipping an adequate amount where it's, like, you know, an amount to where the variation would happen. Okay, so anything above 10 cents could be incredible on Vechain. Because, I mean, yeah, you'll probably have to test 13 cents as a resistance like you had before May 21st, but May 21st was that reaction sell-off before you made the confirmation low. So, I mean, there could be a target of 20 cents if the market's gonna really reverse here.
Hey bro, pump action on ONT as we speak. I am throwing a Hail Mary right into the ONT end zone. See you soon and keep up the great TA. Go Hornets. Collision.
What's up, Sir Jackson? He says, go Hornets, go Chicken. Thank you, dude. He's throwing a Hail Mary on ONT. Enjoy your Hail Marys in crypto. ONT is down 0.014% right now. Meh. Thanks, dude. So interesting, right? I mean, you got something going on here on Vechain that could be deep value confirmation lows. There could be upside on Vechain, right? Just if Bitcoin doesn't crash anymore, this could be happening. Bullish divergence was there to boot, but yeah, you're making that hidden bearish divergence now, kind of like Bitcoin is. So it's literally locally doing exactly what Bitcoin's doing, but not locally. It was at a deep value area, not once but twice, and there could be upside to 20 cents if Bitcoin doesn't want to just crash again. If like a local bottom was put in on Bitcoin, it was going to meander on up to higher prices. Vechain's going to do things, very bullish things possibly. Okay. Yeah, anything on Weight Watchers above $30 is really bullish, where the target's eventually $47. That's it. That's Weight Watchers. Anything above 30 is bullish as crap to $47. Lululemon though, I mean, like, dude, I remember that time there was a very, very bearish Gartley bat pattern that played out like the Jesus, you know, and then it hit a very critical support line. Look at that. Goes all
32.33 repeating, of course.
LF tank for BWL25 later. Also, thoughts on Vechain?
32.33 repeating, of course.
Zoltan 0.00104601 BTC.
I have some evidence Manbear Pig could be in this area.
Thank you so much, Manbear Pig, for the 40.04, 32.33 repeating, of course. HQ, thank you, dude, for the euros. We'll look at that, all right? What was that? Black Wing Layer looking for tank?
32.33 repeating, of course.
Could you please take a look at BWXT? Looking very interesting. Long live
Okay.
the streams.
Hold on. VR fans tonight. Thanks a month the 23rd. I got chicken, man. Well, look. So what are you talking about, man? What were you talking about? Lululemon trades. I don't think December. Lululemon, what was it? I mean, yeah, that's a critical area. There could be a bounce. There was a bounce, and you know, momentum shifting. You're making higher lows again, which is great. Just think about the asset, pretty much between $285 and $400. You're just at you got this one more resistance. If I think if Lululemon could break 325, that is where it could mark up to 397 again. But, you know, I mean, you're not making higher lows zoomed out yet, right? From the low September 28 September 18th of last year into March of this year. It's a lower low, about the same low. And from, your high of September 3rd, you then have December 18th's lower high, and now you have more lower highs. So you're not really, so the only thing you're doing now locally that's good is that you're making consecutive higher lows, where this could almost be a pseudo 3 rising valleys. So Lululemon is safe above 285, 266. That's the lowest risk area that was charted, plotted, and it was there, and it rallied, and it's well off of that now. So that's pretty, what a drawdown. I mean, what the heck, man? What was it? March 3rd. That's some crypto volatility in 1 day, 4 hours, a 15.14% swing. That's before bouncing, so it's not going to be tough to grab that. It's kind of like, what? Anyway, so range bound, kind of getting near the middle of the range again at this high from June 8th last year. You break that, you got it. Then you're gonna have to break 345, which is clearly some sort of local sell wall. You break that, 397, boom. All right. Anyway, moving on. Should we just ironically, one or the other do BW? Oh, Thorchain. You want to see Thor? You actually had a request. Sorry. Thorchain is Rune. Okay, but what exchange? What?
We fast chicken.
Man, things sure have changed. Everybody gotta be a hero in crypto now, calling tops and bottoms. When I was born, I spent a few years in the army, a few more in the camp, and here I am. I have the wise guy, so it don't matter. 0.
Why is this his song?
52100 LTC.
Love you, babe. Don't let me rot. Polly Walnuts, thanks for 336 and the chicken, dude. Much love. Thank you, dude. The Daily Sopranos enjoyable experience. Thanks, dude. Brings a smile to my face. Hold on though. I'm trying to figure out here. I'm trying to check my notes here. Checking the logs. Is it Rune? Is that what you want? You want Rune, dude? Wasn't there already a Thor and they stole it from Vechain or something? Let's do this one. I don't know. There you go. It's like Vechain, dude. Look at this. Like some sort of low, some 88% retrace, some bullish shark, and then a reaction at that, huh? Right, that's definitely a shark behavior. A little deep, but that's dude, that's perfect, man. Right, shark, dude. 886, literally, and bounced, and it's going nuts. It's up 20% today, and it's not pulling back. It's a reaction.
Chicken.
Heck's about to give me a good old tell me about Rob.
Could, Greg P. Thanks for the 5 super chat. Yeah, dude, Hex is great, man. Hex is awesome. Hex is a specimen that it's been an anomaly in these trying, troubling, dark times. Someone let Richard Hart know. I'll have him on the stream, okay, and we can talk about his scam if he's willing to show up. All right. I'm just kidding. Maybe it's not a scam. I don't care what it is. It's just technical. I just want to bring him on so we can talk about the technicals, the outperformance compared to the other assets out there. Anyway. So look, dude, extremely high volume. Running, there's local high at like 1282 right there. That's very real. That's like straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. That's what it's gonna hit probably today, 1282. You ever broke 1282 though, that's when things get kind of interesting. You run up to you run up to 1685 and then beyond, right? That's a very real support resistance too, right? Look at all the support there before dumping, going straight down. Look at the resistance and reversal there. It's so real. So 1282 and then 1685. And then if you want to talk about after that, we'll be looking around, seeming like 1942. So that's Rune. Thorchain, which I don't know if it's connected to Vechain. I think Vechain Thor is different than Thorchain. So it's like, off-brand cola. This is not a costume, dude. This is armor from Upper Blackrock Spire that I got years ago, and I just put it back on. All right. All right, next one. Oof, interesting chart. I mean, my God, BWX Technologies. Yeah, clearly a sell wall between $70 and $72. Lots of accumulation, right? I mean, is it not like a textbook ascending triangle at this point? Ascending triangle behavior. It's pretty nice. So you can't really say it's at value areas or anything. Like, what's it holding on to? It's already run up nearing that sell wall. So it's not like you're requesting the asset when it's down like near the demand line on deep retraces with XABCD, right? It's not down there. It's like high up. So it just makes it kind of tough to say, hey, great time to pull the trigger on a long right now at $62 on BWXT. It's not. But regardless, you know, major uptrend. Same highs, higher lows. That's bullish price action. But you understand how long this asset could be stuck, contained within the parameters of these trend lines, right? I mean, it could be a while. You've been consolidating since the buying climax since April of 2018. So this is a multi-year long structure or large structure. Anything above $72 could be price discovery, where you easily have targets Fibonacci from your high to your low. First target would be 82.51. The 1272 fib extension, your 1.618 would be $95. Nice. But so just understand, like, it's hard for me to be like, oh, great time to take a long right now on BWXT when it's just in the kind of the dead middle of the structure.
32.33 repeating, of course.
Hey Mitch Ray, if you really would like Richard Hart on your show, I think I can get him to love stream with you if you like, bro. No joke. I can have him DM you.
Dude, alright, can we get ones in the chat if you want Richard Hart on the stream, two if you don't, alright? And whoever has the most numbers, you know, whoever we see, okay, we'll let the chat decide. Because I'm down, but, you know, maybe the chat's not, I don't know. Matthew D said 1, wow, okay. Ken Tomo said 8, that's a universal 1. Yeah, the ones have it. Sure, dude. Absolutely.
32.33 repeating, of course.
Gasless trading with Finn. Built on Matic, could you take a look at Finn? Much love, much TA.
What's up, Conrad? Dude, thanks, dude. Yeah, we'll look at DFYN. Sure, dude. Oh, you heard it there. I mean, like, if Richard R wants to come on the stream, that would be fun. I'd have a good time. He seems like a cool guy. I mean, I've tuned into his live streams before. It's chill and whatever. He does long streams too, like me, you know, so whatever. Yeah, I'd do some more research on
chicken.
0.0.
All right, Polly Walnuts wants it. Oh man, that's a paper bull. You better run. Polly Walnuts wants it. Okay, so, but you know, whatever. I mean, he seems like a normal guy. That's why I even brought it up, because he seems like such a normal guy that he would be one to maybe say yes, you know. Like, I don't know, like, am I ever gonna get, like, Hoskinson's on the show? He'll probably he'd never show up here. He'd be like, that is beneath me. Or, you know, Vitalik Buterin, he'd be like, yeah, right, dude. Or anyone else. They're too high profile. So, whatever, man. So, BWXT is one to keep on your watch list, because it looks like, you know, consolidation for multiple years. And it's not bearish consolidation, right? It's just, once the thing decides to break out, it could be amazing. You know, you could go up to $100 once you finally do break out. Okay, that's it. All right, moving on. Vitalik would totally let me interview him. Probably wins. Fake news. If he did, I would do it. But you know, again, man, I don't even. Am I even part of the crypto space for real? Like, cause I'm just about TA. All right, let's see here. What's the next one, dude? Okay, I guess it's that one. Oh, it's a wrapped ether parrot gut. I don't know, man. I mean, it's like, you know. You know, it's like, it's weird. This chart's really weird, because what is this? You know, just kind of gapped up. Its lows, like, whatever that number is down there. But hey, it's nice how it hit this bottom and then rallied. It sprung and then never back tested the spring. Now it's going again. So it's kind of tough to be like, great time to long an asset that's in between two support resistances, the only ones that really exist on the chart. So nothing I can do. I can look at it, but I can't tell anyone it's great for a long right now. It's not a strategic injury. No, it's like dead middle. It's like flip a coin.
32.33 repeating, of course.
Sweet, I'll reach out to him ASAP, brother. Sounds good.
Alright. Alright, Marco. We'll see what kind of pool you got, dude. It'd be fun, dude. Down to earth guy. Seems like someone you could have a beer with, and it'd be funny. You know, it'd be fun. It'd be an enjoyable experience. Okay. Which I would probably drink beer on stream with him, you know. That would be even more fun. That would add to the dynamic. Because you know how funny it gets. If I have a couple beers, okay. Anyway. Yeah, dude, nothing I can really tell you here. The target would be 18 million wrapped waves or whatever this number is over here, okay? That's where it's probably headed, but at the same time, it never back tested after springing this number down here. So you get this coin out, you flip it, one or the other. Welcome to the world of TA when you're not in a low risk, high reward entry area. Welcome to it. That's what you get. You get coin flips. Alright, let's see. Well, that's a lot of subs. Holy crap. Well, that's it, dude. That's all the requests, man. Literally it. What more do you want, dude? Sorry, man. It's like, I just flipping it over here, because, like, I don't know. I feel bad when I take a sip of the coffee and my armor comes off, because it's stupid, you know. Look, dude, if you don't know, if you're just tuning in, it is the 16-year anniversary of Leroy Jenkins from World of Warcraft. Yes, I played World of Warcraft back in my college days. Deal with it. It's part of my life, alright? Every time someone tips almost, it's like the Jesus chimes from the World of Warcraft episode of South Park. Wow. And it's been that way since the first episode ever. It's never changed. Alright, let's go back to Ethereum. It's at 27.12 right now. I mean, again, you are 1 hour away from a bullish engulfing candle above a critical area that you need to bullishly engulf above if you want to see 3K. So patience. Better looking than Bitcoin. I mean, I just can't believe Vechain. And let's look at Bitcoin Cash too. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, but dude, again, like I'm improv-ing. You realize what y'all have done, right? Y'all have decided what the stream is. Y'all have decided since January, really, when there have just been an unlimited supply pretty much of requests every single day, 7 days a week for going on 6 months now, where that has become the show. And so, like, when you go into days where it's like, oh, great, I've just kind of become reliant on, like, this is how the show goes, and all of a sudden it's like, well, the show's different today. All right. So I'm going to be jumping all over the place, I guess, right? So Bitcoin Cash, here we go, right? You know, bullish shark, one bottom and second bottom. I mean, Vechain's a little bit better. Vechain's a little bit better because that second low was actually a higher low than the first low. It's just a little characteristics like that that make you think, you know, which one, hey, should I long this one or that one? Bitcoin Cash has to break 752. You can clearly see that it's there are sell orders there. Bulls have not been able to push the price back above that February 15th, 14th high. And if you did break that, you're going to 852, 875. If you ever broke 875, you're going to 1179 like that. So again, I mean, you're getting one low, a second low. People are scared. People are really scared, chat. You know they are. But confirmation lows are really good. They can manifest into awesome times. Yeah. Alright, join the Discord or be destroyed. I will wipe the raid if you don't join the Discord. But even if you do join the Discord, I'm probably going to wipe the raid anyway. So if you're talking about like a bearish shark pattern, I'm sorry, a bearish 5-0. Bearish 5-0 targets 1,056. Doesn't make too much sense though where it is. I don't know, there's some support resistance around there. That's probably the upside potential, you know, if it's going to go up there. Right? I mean, that's it. Near the 200 moving average. You know, because like what happens to bullish sharks? They turn into bearish 5-0s. That can make sense if the whole market's reversing, going into a correction, right? So, yeah, more dots, mini whelps. Don't get wrecked. That's a 50 minus 50 DKP deduction. I don't know what he said. Something like that. So arguments starting to be made for some of these coins for more upside, like where hey the devastation has occurred, but it's just not that easy. It's not going to zero immediately. If it's going to go to zero, it's going to take time. And like after one bottom, second bottom, assets can rally, have surprising retraces that would rip your face off. And you would think that, oh my god, the trend's reversing, we're bulls again. But no, because it goes to 1179, it's still not bullish, right? You have to recapture like your previous highs to eventually say, hey man, yeah, the uptrend is not in jeopardy anymore. We're still okay. Oh my god, we checked Ethereum, dude. I'll let you guess, Trevor. That's one we need to look at today. Look, dude. I'm just telling you. Like, you can hate me. You can say whatever. I suck. But one thing to me, that who cares about my opinion, but Doge, here it is. One low, a second low, 88% retrace, deep retrace, survived. Is still like, you know, at that area where if it can break it, really good things could happen above 41 cents. And you're just holding for now. So,
32.33 repeating, of course.
Hey Mitch, Web is 6. Should I sell? Even after the sometimes still up 5x. And part a testament to your disciplined approach to TA. Change for life.
Father Jughead, thanks for the 20. No. You're supposed to pump Wabistics. Dump it when I tell you to, okay? We'll let you know. But hey. We got a score on a truck tonight. Pokemon cards. Father Jughead, you coming along? Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Alright, anyway. Thanks, dude. More Sopranos jokes, dude. Good times. Okay, so Doge, I'm just telling you, man, it's Gartley, Bartley, Fartley. And eventual target 75 cents.
Can you look at GMP on ODC?
Pro stream I can't, man, unfortunately. But, you know. I don't know, dude. You know, on days like this, it's just kind of like, whatever. That's right, S7. That's right, dude. Bumpin' Sarah. He's wired for sound. Dude, you can't erase that. You can't erase... If the guy's name is that, you can't erase it, dude. Right? Anyway. Okay. Doge, don't sleep on it. Let's look at Hex, though, because, you know, it's up 4%, 4.2%.
Is that a joint?
Oh my god, it technically broke out. You know, I mean, someone could be conservative and it hasn't broken out, but, dang, dude. Anything above, it's like, whatever the structure is, because it's like, it's choppy, right? Whatever it is, anything above 4.11 cents is great. Where your eventual target's right back up to pretty much all-time highs. Right, I mean, how do you do measure moves? Remember the size of the structure from the breakout. Right here it is. From the breakout. Right, TA Tetris, kind of, like, the size of the structure from the breakout lines you up with the previous all-time high, right? So, that's it. Yeah, sure, whatever. Hex could bleed. As long as it's above that 200 moving average, that 4.11 cent area, it's good. Dude, I'm just saying, like, look, flip the chart over. You gonna try to tell me that you would be bullish on this? If this chart was flipped? Dude, this would be the most disgusting chart. I wouldn't want to touch it, dude. It's so bearish. It's so bearish right here. But the good news is, this is real life, you know? This is opposite day. So even if it wasn't gonna hit the measure move, I mean, it still has upside for like a cipher or something, the 786, 886, maybe sharp. We're starting talking about, you know, kind of like XA, B, C. Oh, this would be perfect, man. This is a cipher. The 786 would be. So you got a minimum upside of 6.3 cents. Yeah, per stream 4K. Thanks, man. Sure. Yeah. That's right, dude. So I mean, like, even if it's not gonna hit the measurement, I really think that. Dude, I hate it. This software, man. It's not my hardware. You know, I got a Threadripper and a 3090, right? And a 2080 Ti just for backup.
See this. For the first time in history, ETH closed above the 21 daily moving average on the weekly. Same with total market cap without BTC and etc. Has the flippening begun? Can't believe nobody saw this. BTC is under the weekly 21.
Dang, dude. Sounds exciting. I mean, Ethereum to Bitcoin chart has kind of implied everything, you know, like we're outperformance for a long time when Wyckoff, you know, the composite operator, acquired his position and he was letting us know what was going on. So I'm not sure though about the flippening. Is it begun? Dude, a lot of people think, I mean, more and more analysts and, you know, professionals, not me, people that have, valid opinions on things because they're smarter than everyone, they're starting to think that, yeah, Ethereum's going to flip Bitcoin eventually, but again, I'm just here looking at charts, okay, looking at structures. That's like all this is. This is not like a big old speculation channel. So Hex, I'll see you at 6.3 cents minimum in time, and if we're lucky, 7 cents. But remember the trade setup on Hex. The second target, first one was 4.1 cents. The second target was 9.7 cents. Good. What's up, Reddit dude? Thanks.
Because we can't compare it epically with 2017 now. Old data is invalid now.
Thank you for the contribution, dude. Much love. All right. So we'll see what you were trying to talk about. Let's see. Is there another request? Let me check my notes here. Oh well, you know, we'll see. It was GMGI Golden Matrix Group. Whoa, dude, sounds heavy. You kind of have that markup already. Yeah, I like it. Right, Golden Matrix Group, 8,000 volume. 8,000. Good luck getting any of your orders filled, ever, right? Never even back tested the, you know, the breakout too. Even if you were talking about the wick there, I mean, it's very close. But what a reaction. How do you even take advantage of that? I don't see anything right now that sticks out as, oh, great time to take a long right now in GMGI. Remember, we're looking for a certain set of variables at a given time, at given levels, and this is not at that level. And it's not making any, there's nothing that sticks out as, wow, time to do a trade setup on it, right? It's like impossible to strategize your risk here. How do you strategize setting up stop loss? You can't. Because this asset could bleed out to 750 again, and that might be a great area to take along. But until you get back down there for a second time for a confirmation low, right? You start with your reaction low, maybe you get a confirmation low, then you set up a dragon pattern or something, or you go a little bit deeper, make an X, A, B, C, D or something. You know, it's just great though. Congratulations on being, you know, above your previous all-time high from August and December of last year. But other than that, I can't do anything but pat you on the back. All right, that's all the channel kind of is, right? We're just looking for trade setup opportunities on the 4-hour daily, weekly, and unfortunately this just isn't at an area where we can say, hey, great time, you know? Maybe at 750, 776 again on that second low, we could talk. So that's one area to watch. But here's the thing, at these levels, you flip the coin, it goes up, you flip the coin, it goes down. You go down to these levels, and you're at that bottom for the second time, and there's bullish divergence on the oscillators, which that could very well happen. That's when you have a higher than coin flip chance that it's going to recover there. So you would wait. I would be waiting, unless you want to flip the coin because hey, I know the guy, dude, I know the guy that works at GMGI and whatever, because 8,000 volume, you know, he's probably the only guy trading it. So I would be careful with assets lower than 1 million volume on the stock market. This is 8,000 volume. That is like nothing. I bet if you market bought, you might market buy at $12 or something stupid. I mean, that's how bad it is when you have such low volume, such low liquidity. Liquidity is extremely important if you want to trade an asset. And this has none of that. So, not to bash this asset at all, I'm just telling you, like, right?
$32.33 repeating, of course.
What's up, Texan?
Can you check CRV's potential? Daily looks like a significant area test month.
I'd like to look at the Bitcoin pairing of that because it was looking nuts. Okay, CRV, can we look at CRV?
Big fat chicken.
Okay, Mitch, I spoke with Richard Harris where he said he's ready now if you would like. DM'd him on Twitter, he said, I swear this isn't a joke, bro. 100,000%.
Oh, it got wrecked, dude. CRV got wrecked. Is it? Is it really? Well, I want to do homework, right? Imagine like having someone on your stream and not doing work and like trying to, you know, figure out questions to ask, right? Maybe he just wants to be on the Leroy Jenkins special stream. I don't know if Richard Hart even knows who Leroy Jenkins is, man. You might think, yeah, dude, Hex is great. Okay, I'm just looking. I'm on Twitter now, and someone's posting things, so. DM him then? Okay. Here it is, chat, alright? You can't see it. Hi, would you like to be on my live stream sometime? Boom. It's done. I bet, are you LARPing, Marco? Oh yeah. I mean, dude, you know how it works. So this is bad, dude, like how it broke that. Anything below that, I mean, you eventually could run down to 22.37, dude. That's what it was holding. Oh, what I love though is how it finally made it up to that high before crashing. That's really nice, dude. That's what can happen, Larry.
2017 and 2013 are invalid comparisons now.
You really hope it's real. How is it a scam? I mean, what are you talking about? It is a vague pronoun, but no, Marco could just be literally LARPing or grifting or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, there is like a low point right here locally that it's hit right there, and it could bounce there, but historically that's not been the case really at all. So below 37.49, see you at 22.37. Yeah, but look what can happen, man. This is what's magic about TA, right? Anything above 54.88 long enough could run you to the next major resistance, and that's exactly. It started going, but then finally hit it, and as soon as it hit it, dumped and fell right through that main or that major support, right, the congestion area, and is now just hanging on to this one spot. Not really great, man. I don't know. Like, I'm not digging it.
We fast chicken.
I swear I don't troll, bro. He's down for it. And ready now. He's a cool dude, bro. I'll show you my DM.
It's whatever, man. I mean, like, hey, if it happens, it happens. If not, no big deal either, right? I've been doing this going on like 3.25 years plus now, and, you know, we don't, I mean, very seldom, like, never do we have people on the show while I'm live, so, you know. I'm cool with whatever. Sorry about your CRV. Oh, he wants to do a stream. He wants to hang out in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I don't know what to ask him, right? Like, what do I mean, should we improv chat? Should we literally do this now? If it will do it live situation, or do I do homework? And I'm just not going to be a very good interviewer. You know. Oh, I need to download. Do I need to download Zoom? He wants to do a Zoom call. So that means that's an application. I know what it is, but like, is there an online version? Or do I do just an app? Someone tell me about Zoom. Brad's like the only person saying do your homework. Of course, Brad. There's a desktop app. All right, let me download Zoom real quick. You never know what's gonna happen on live stream, and it just happens to be the famous Leroy Jenkins stream. Are you kidding me? You can use browser as well. Oh, I need to just create an
We
account.
fast chicken.
Hi. Do it. There are many things to discuss. Show him a Patreon setup.
Oh yeah, we can do. We can look at that. Yeah. All right. Zoom for client
Fast
meetings.
chicken.
Bro, he's cool. I told you I wasn't lying.
Dude, I hate the graphics, man. Like, they just break when I use this app. It's so bad. Let's see. Why are there so many things? Can I look at this? Oh, Zoom for download everything, man. Can I just say download it? Well, first thing I'm gonna sign up, okay?
We fast chicken.
Hold on.
Richard is the man.
All right, let me do this real quick. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Activating, you know. Why are you freaking out, dude? Stop freaking out. Oh my god. I'm not a robot. I am a level 60 paladin, of course, right, chat? Am I signing up on behalf of a primary or secondary K-12 institution? That's debatable, right, chat? Sometimes depending on what's going on. What the heck? What is this domain name? Please just let me log in. I'm not inviting colleagues. Get out of here. Start meeting now. Dude. So, will I need the application, the desktop application, to talk? Alright, I downloaded it, Brad. I'm initializing. Just hang tight. This will be worth. This will be worth. Let's have an account. Ooh, join a meeting or sign in. Let me sign in first. Let's have a. I'm finally joining the world of. Okay, I'm here. Is there a dark mode though? You wanted it, you're getting it, man. You're getting what you want, okay, chat? God, dude, this like my computer's like, what are you doing, man? I can't handle this. All these things going on. All right, dark mode or settings? I couldn't find it, man. I couldn't find dark mode. See background. Alright, I gotta message him back, let him know. No, I'm not going to be interviewing the guy who... it's not even an interview. It's just like, we're going to talk. He's going to talk. He's going to ask me questions, too. I've just got to figure out how I'm going to get him on my screen here. Okay. I'm going to get him.
We fast chicken.
What's up, JJ? Jay, connect. Alright, Marco. Thanks, dude. Hey, dude, it's like, whatever. It's just fun. I'm going to change the title. The stream.
You will do fine, brother. And remember me after this, brother. Hashtag HPX again. Hard.
Alright, I think we're ready. I'm just waiting on him now. The stage is set. It's good to see me back in the power armor. Yeah, dude. Once a year. It's not Leeward, you can say it's one day short, unfortunately. Oh, hey, the wheel does work again, Chad. Just letting you know. The wheel... is he into that stuff? Is he into, like, goofy, fun, like, insane stuff like this? Yeah. No, I'll be able to... once, good God, the whole... I gotta reset the cache on the jar. It's so broken right now. So bad. Alright, I'm refreshing. Whoops, it's the wrong one. Okay. So anyway, sorry, CRV, your dreams are crushed.
One to remember.
Thanks, dude. Thanks so much, man. All right, Ethereum's up almost 2% today. Still sitting around that 2,700 area. Very nice. And if you, I mean, bullish a golden candle in the works. where the engulfing candle would be insane. And it would be, like right now, as I'm speaking to, it would be the highest 4-hour candle close since May 21st, which is like 4 days ago. But just telling you, in the last 4 days, some crazy stuff happened where Ethereum went down to 1727. What's up, everyone's mother? Thanks for the 4s. Oh, love it before the graphics go nuts and suck. Spin, please, Dons.
We got chicken.
Smiley face, spin plaza.
I mean, I'll spin, but I don't know, dude. I'm supposed to be going to Miami next week. I did work out today already, though, so I'm rationalizing, I guess. Oh, man, music's too loud, too. Dude, it's tough, man, managing all this stuff. I feel like a friggin' jester juggling emoji balls. Right? You know what I'm talking about? So Ethereum looks better than Bitcoin by far right now. Vechain looks pretty interesting, and so does Bitcoin Cash, and I'm sure a few others also do. Doge looks really interesting. I mean, they're at areas where a reflexive rally reversal wouldn't be weird. I'm just telling you. So if you're scared, just hold on and let's see how these potential double bottoms play out, you know? Oh, here we go. All right. Let's see. How does this work? All right, let's try. Launch meeting. Launch, open in Zoom meetings, yes. God, there's so much white. It's so bright, dude. Dude, I'm gonna have to get this dark mode. This is crazy. Hey, Richard, man. Can you hear me? Oh, I don't even know how this works. Chat, hold on. See, join with computer audio. Hello. Dang it, I can't hear you. 1 second, Richard, man. I don't know why you're muted right now. Sorry, dude. I'm gonna pause this music real quick. Why can I not hear you?
At least I have chicken.
If you want to message me on Twitter real quick, Richard, man, and let me know if you can hear me. Start video. Cannot start video. Please select video setting and camera. What the? Oh my god. What the? But it might be my fault that I can't hear you. So it's definitely not. I mean, you're using this all the time, so. Video settings. Dude, this is so dumb. I think that I can't show myself unless I'm using this filter right now. It's just like OBS. Audio wise, let's see here. Test speaker. This might be it.
But you don't hear me.
Found you. And I've got to put on headphones 1 second.
All right.
I can hear you now. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Yeah, it's all on default settings. So let's see. Okay, let's see. All right. Chat, can you give an update? Can y'all hear Richard the man?
Mic check.
All right, they can hear you. It seems. So can you see me on the webcam now?
No, it's okay. I can live without you.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, you can.
I'm sure you're beautiful.
Right? I mean, you can turn on the stream right now and see it. It's goofy because it's I don't know if you've heard of the old video game called World of Warcraft. It's like Leroy Jenkins Day or whatever. So it was 16 years ago that. I'm
familiar with the meme.
Okay, sweet. So anyway. So how is everything going? How have you survived the crazy 6th worst crypto crash in history?
Well, I predicted it, so
yeah,
it's fine. The only thing that pisses me off is that the sacrifice phase hasn't started yet. Because I knew the top. Like I called the top, I posted the chart. Not only did I call the Bitcoin top, but I called the Ethereum top. And it's like The problem is like I can't just write this is the top in a tweet because then you might cause the top. So I have to be more artful with it and then say things like, "Oh look, Bitcoin fell out of its parabola, green line up, red line down, just like the CME launch, but now it's the Coinbase IPO." It was like,
what were the indicators? What were you looking at that made you believe that?
Well, I mean, you had crazy. If you want to talk technically, you had crazy bearish divergence in the daily RSI, where you kept making moderately higher highs and much lower lows. And then like once you break the 50, why not go all the way down? Why not go visit the 20 and the 15? So it's like, and that's not the only indicator. Like you have all the fundamental ones. Like, look, everyone's getting rich on JPEGs.
God,
not even JPEGs.
The scams,
serial numbers loosely related to JPEGs.
So many. I think it was the Binance Smart Chain coins. That was really like what was nuts about the market. I mean, like every single day on my stream, we've been getting we were not anymore, right? But like we were getting brigaded at these tops where I don't know what were they. We banned all these names like Bonfire Coin and I don't even. They're just Scam Moon coin. That was a big one. Safe Moon stuff like that's. I've never seen marketing like that, guerrilla marketing done so well. I mean, it reminded me of BitConnect in ways. So it's just that. I
hope all this shit goes to zero in the bear market.
Yeah, and do you think we're in that bear market yet? Do you think it's?
I'm waiting for my bounce.
Yeah, we haven't.
But once I get my bounce, then continue the dump.
Yeah, and like. I just feel kind of indifferent on Bitcoin right now. I feel it's so tough to be bullish. You know, I don't know if you're if you pull up the stream, you will just be able to see kind of what I'm looking at. Might be a little delayed, but yeah, just these.
I don't know why you would ever give a fuck about Bitcoin at all, ever, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's this simple. If you're a margin trader, you attempt to get alpha, which is profit, with the cost of beta, which is volatility, which is the chance that you get stopped out at a fucking loss. And so you could trade dog shit, fucking garbage Bitcoin, which went up 20x, or you could trade Ethereum, which went up 45x.
Yeah.
Or you could trade Hex, which went up 1200x.
Yeah.
And if you don't have to take leverage, you can't get liquidated and you can't get shaken out. And if you're sitting there making profit by just holding the coins anyway, you're making profit whether the price goes up, the price goes down, it doesn't fucking matter. So, and then if you're like, oh, well, I just want maximum returns. Okay, then take leverage on any of these higher performing assets and you're going to get outsized returns. So like if you went up, if you went 1x, like first of all, everyone that trades loses money. You can go to eToro.com, look at the top of the website. It says 67% of people lose money. It's misleading.
More than that.
It's misleading because the people that lose a lot more than the people that win.
True.
So everyone gets fucking annihilated. And then these scumbag companies profit on your horror and your tears and the destruction of your family life, the destruction of your time, the destruction of your finances. We're two people on different sides of a screen trying to steal each other's money and make a middleman rich. Doesn't make the world a better place. It's fucking net negative. I created the solution to that. So I monetize delaying gratification. You don't need to get wrecked plebs. You don't need people to be fucking annihilated with margin calls. You don't need downtime, scam wicks, any of that shit. So like, how many things have gone down this bull run? Coinbase, Kraken, KuCoin, OKX.
Oh yeah, that
Max.
Infrastructure hadn't changed. It's the same as it was in 2017, 2018. Their infrastructure cannot handle the volume of people trying to panic sell.
Well, it's not just volume. It's fucking the BitMEX founders went to jail. The OKX founder went to jail. He got back out after a month of delayed withdrawals. Ravencoin had an inflation bug where a hacker minted 5% of the total supply and dumped it on exchange. XLM had an inflation bug. Coins are going down left and right. Services are going down left and right. Guess what has 100% uptime with no hiccups ever?
Is it Hex?
What I built. Because I'm better than these motherfuckers. What I built is better than these motherfuckers built.
Well, I'll speak to like
measurably.
I'm newer to like the Hex world, and I'm not so much like a crypto guy as I am like just traditional technical analysis, looking for an edge, the game of probabilities, like playing poker or being the house dealer in blackjack. Right, you play the numbers game long enough, you're gonna end up winning. You know, but one thing that's very interesting is like it's been the technicals on Hex more than anything. Like, you know, because I can't speak too much to Hex because I'm not that learned on it and all that. And I was gonna, you know, people were like, just do it now.
It's the best chart in crypto.
Yeah, I mean it has been.
And not only is it the best chart in crypto, it's the least fake, the least gay, the least bullshit. Because you can go and look at every single fucking trade on chain and see when someone bought, when they sold, what other coins they hold, whether they made a profit, whether they made a loss, whether a bot sandwiched them because they had their slippage too high. All that shit is public. You go on any centralized exchange, you don't know who the fuck's buying. You don't know who's selling. You don't know what other coins they hold. You don't know whether they made money. You don't know whether they lost money. It's a fucking joke. So Hex made Uniswap popular, has the most open and transparent trading in the world. And it also is the first cryptocurrency in the world to have a chart of future market supply. So you know when someone ends their stake, this guy, he's got so many stakes. Every one of his stakes before, as soon as it closed, he dumped the market. And it happens right after the day ticks over. Oh, well, what do you know? We know when this guy's next stake's coming out. And it's the only system in the world that has that. There is no other cryptocurrency in the world that has a chart of future market supply because you have a chart of when people's stakes are ending. And then smart people, when they start their stakes, can choose their end dates where less people are ending, which should reduce volatility.
So if you want to
just
talk
amazing.
More about the staking period and the lockout and how long it takes and stuff like that.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, you can stake a day or 5,555 days.
That's not the case with a lot of other coins, right? Where, I mean, I think even like Scan Moon or Safe Moon or whatever was like, you're locked up for a long amount of time and you would take a 10% penalty if you ever sold. It's like before.
I don't think Safe Moon has any locks. It just has the normal hourglass game bullshit, proof of weekends, faggotry, failed model of, hey, instead of having low fees and efficiency, we're going to have maximum fees of 10% of your stake if you ever transfer. Instead of doing the world better, we have a fucking literal Ponzi scheme, a copy of one that failed in 2017.
What was the copy?
Proof of weekends.
Proof of
POW3D.
Weekends. Okay.
Yes, the first popular fucking hourglass game. It's a whole genre of shitcoin games where you get a penalty when you get in, you get a penalty when you get out. And then it's just a fucking literal Ponzi scheme. And just like all games, it runs out of popularity and goes to fucking zero.
So,
new users stopped on ramping. Time to go to zero.
Oh yeah, I mean that's like kind of like the end all be all, and I guess adoption has a lot to do. You know, it's weird. Tribalism in this space is so insane, but like the irony is, I mean, without an ecosystem of users, it doesn't matter how good the project is. Won't it die, even if it has like the best algorithm? So
yeah,
and I mean, like I think it's.
I mean, what technology doesn't have that property?
Yeah.
If people only sell houses in a neighborhood and no one buys them, how's the price do? I mean, that particular all yield revolves around taking other people's money from them. The issue is, are they parting with that money voluntarily because they're getting a good deal, a good service, something's beneficial for them? Or are they going to be harmed? So intention matters, mechanics matters, net benefit or loss to society matters.
And so the benefit of Hex is you want to talk about like
you want to get rid of banks.
Yeah.
You want to get rid of banks. They have shitty hours. They have shitty fees. They treat you like fucking garbage, like you're the enemy. You want to get rid of banks? Okay. You got to get rid of all their products. You got to replace all their products. What's the second most popular product at the bank? Time deposit. Okay. Where's the time deposit on the blockchain?
Hex. Chicken.
Does anyone else have one?
Can you ask him what is a good site to buy Hex?
So you want to monetize time? Where can you go and get paid more if you lock your coins up for longer? At your normal bank and a certificate of deposit, which is a security, right? And people manage your money. Or in Hex, where you mint your own rewards, you mint your own coins, just like Bitcoin mining. And the longer you lock, the more percentage of inflation you get. So you replace Bitcoin miners with Hex stakers. Bitcoin miners dump the price to protect the network. Hex stakers hold the price up to protect the price. So you just replace the miners with stakers. It's awesome. It's amazing.
Well, I mean, for now, everything's good. Like, everything's good on the chart. It's holding 4.1 cents. It did make a lower low, but still was confined within that really nice text.
It's in a bull flag.
Yeah, wedge, bull flag. It's just a downsloping consolidation structure. If you flip the chart over, it would be so bearish. It'd be so like I would never want to touch this. But like if you flip the chip over and it's reality, it's like we're talking minimum 6.2 cents again before any reaction probably. You know, that's to me.
Sure.
And if it was to fail, you would not want to see it probably go below 4.1 cents because there's just no support resistance built between.
You've got a very strong trend line diagonal at previous tops that I think lands you around 3.6 or something like that.
Is there another chart besides hit BTC that I'd be able to
Sure.
look at? My kilobytes per second just went to 0 for a second on stream. People are freaking out. All right, I think we're back. We're good. We're back. Sorry.
So yeah, if you go to dex.vision, that's the best chart. I mean, so let me rephrase that. Dex.vision Hex USDC Uniswap V2 is the best chart for what everyone uses today. If you want to go into history and see what people used to use back when Uniswap V1 was where all the volume was, then you need to go to the Uniswap V1 pair, which I don't know if they have that on this. No, they don't. So if you want to see like ancient history, which you probably should, go to uniswap.vision.
That's it. Just Uniswap.vision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's the first charts in the world of Uniswap prices on TradingView were built by the Hex community, specifically a nice guy named Firebun.
Yeah, I mean this one's going back to June of 2020. I don't like on Uniswap.vision.
Well, that's because Uniswap V2 launched then. So if
Okay.
you go to uniswap.vision and you type in Hex USDC and you go to, you know, calculated V1.
Calculated, but I don't see. Oh, is that V1? Sorry, let's see.
I mean, I could just send you a link.
All right, sweet.
Makes life easier.
There's
Actually,
V1.
it's a little bit hard. So
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
V1
So it's-
USDC there? Yeah,
yeah,
so that
so
goes
it's-
back to the beginning.
Yeah, December 2019 by the looks of it. Yeah, and
so
the
now
data
if you
is really just
measure-
the higher low. Yeah.
If you measure this to January 5th, this is where you see your, 1200X. Bottom January 5th, and then up to the top. Now this pair doesn't have as much liquidity on it now, so you get a little bit more volatility on this pair because it's calculated. You can see the liquidity up top. There's only 11 ETH liquidity on this pair, whereas on the other one there's like $8 million of liquidity on V2.
Well, the charts aren't too much different. I mean, the data, it's gone so exponentially higher that like you can't even tell what was going on at the inception to when the other chart became available the next year. So, just uptrend, very, very crazy uptrend. And yes, consolidating very bullishly.
And there's some things that you don't see here. For instance, on November 19th, before this dip that you have, everyone got 30 to 100% more coins for being staked. And something like 95% of coins were staked. So you don't see it on the chart, but everyone actually gained an extra 30 to 100% on that day. But the chart shows a huge dip. So the chart shows a dip, but people's balances have canceled out a lot of that dip. But you don't see that on the chart.
Do you have any like future plans of letting Hex be available on other exchanges?
It's not up to me. It's up to the exchanges. It's
Yeah.
a corrupt, shitty industry where fucking scams get promoted and where user harm gets promoted and where the shittiest things become popular. Whereas people that tell the truth and have 100% uptime, superior price performance, superior branding, superior domain name, superior logo, superior feature set, they get treated like shit.
Beef chicken.
You're like,
Richard speaks truth
is
on
this
crypto
fucking
where others
upside down
cower
world?
away from it
What's going on
because
here?
the truth
We
does
do live
not
in clown
fit your
world
game.
now. I mean,
You can't like,
Follow Richard on
what can we do
Twitter
to
now.
what can we do to make Hex better? Hex is fucking perfect.
well,
So,
yeah.
so the exchanges need to unfuck themselves and list something better so their users stop getting destroyed. Is what they need to do.
So have you inquired? And have you been declined? To get on this.
I mean, I
exchanges?
just sit around. I don't do any work, right? But I know that some people have talked to some exchanges and they're like, yeah, $2 million to list.
Oh,
And you're
so
like,
there's a
hey, you know
paywall.
what? I can start my own exchange for less than $2 million. So
Yeah.
fuck you. Like,
Interesting. So you're not
It's
playing
disgusting.
the game. Not going to play the game. The exchange game.
disgusting, dude.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Like, guys, I don't have that
Sushi got
experience.
listed for free everywhere, exit scammed, and then unscammed apparently after exit scamming, and you're like, yams listed. All this
Yams,
fucking
wow.
horrible dog shit. Front page of CoinMarketCap, listed everywhere, robs the users. How about Uniswap itself? Uniswap, perfectly functioning system, duct tapes on a useless token. Governance, it's had 2 votes since inception. Multi-billion-dollar coin lists instantly everywhere for free. Duct taped on fake coin. Everyone loved Uniswap because they launched without a token, but Bancor raised 130 million, had a token, right? Loved Uniswap because there was no token. And then they were like, please add a token, please. Then they add a token and everyone fucking loves it. It's a bunch of hypocritical, horrible garbage out there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like that is kind of possibly, you know, maybe a bottleneck, that stuff. Like, I mean, on why Hex is not bigger, because I think the market cap wouldn't it tremendously grow, you think, possibly, if you did get it listed on other exchanges?
You know, man, I don't even think that shit's true. So let's talk about scams. Plus token got $8 billion. Has had 100,000 Bitcoin, more. Let's call it 100,000 Bitcoin. Did they have a fucking listing anywhere? No. But they got $8 billion. Mm-hmm. Okay. Cloud token. Scam.
Oh,
listed anywhere? No. Okay. BitConnect. Scam. Listed anywhere? Barely anywhere. And they all made billions of dollars.
Yeah.
So you don't need to get fucking listed anywhere, right? Especially in Hex. Okay, you want to use Hex currently? I'm forking Ethereum. So that's coming out soon. Like mainnet should be like 40. Well, sure. Mainnet should be, it's the largest airdrop in history. You'll have tens of thousands of new coins, which are identical in code to the previous coins because they're the same coins on a new network. So just like when Bitcoin forked, you get Bitcoin on 2 chains. With Ethereum forked, you get Ethereum on 2 chains, and you get 10,000 ERC20s on 2 chains. So it's the world's largest airdrop in history, 4 times higher throughput, proof of stake, saves the environment, no proof of work bullshit, token burning, so, you know, profitable economics and game theory. Yep. No inflation, so deflationary. And
chicken.
A lot of people that are priced out of Ethereum right now because sometimes it costs $150 to send an ERC20 or $300 to do Uniswap swap. They'll be able to do these things for nearly free. And you can bridge to other chains if you want liquidity, right? Like, oh, you want to go to Ethereum to get out on some exchange somewhere? Fine, there's a bridge. Go use the bridge. So there's, you know, you can't gatekeep it. Can't be gatekept. You can just use Ethereum. And that's the same thing. Like, okay, you want to use Hex? Well, you want to stake? You're going to have to pay an Ethereum fee currently, which means you're going to have Ethereum anyway. Well, since you got to have Ethereum anyway, why don't you go to one of the Ethereum pairs on the exchange of your choice, buy Ethereum, and then you can on-ramp to Hex all you want through the highest liquidity pair. You can use matcha.xyz, set limit orders, or do market orders there. You can use 1inch.io, and it's going to spread your order with best order routing across all the available liquidity on chain, and you're going to get the best purchase price, way better than you get in a centralized exchange. And then why would you want a thinner order book with a direct pairing on another exchange other than to just save gas fees, which at this point is an advantage?
Yeah, man. Like, didn't it just recently hit all-time highs, those gas fees?
Sure. Yes, it did.
I mean, like, while the crash was happening, it's kind of...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you think there's, like, any... Well, how's that going to get any better? I mean, is that the EIP 1559? Well,
because Pulse is going to help settle it. Pulse is going to help take some load off of the network. So do you want the same coins that you can transact for free, or do you want to keep paying $75 and $100 to send an ERC20?
Dude, it's terrible. Like, trying to mint NFTs, like, it's just...
Yeah, so Pulse solves all those things. If you want to... I mean, there's like 15,000 people in the chat room now, all organic, no bots. T.me/PulseChain.com. If you just go to pulsechain.com, you can see a link to the chat room. Yeah, so that's going to be amazing. The way that works is you can sacrifice a bunch of different cryptos to addresses that the site will show you. One of them, or many of them, are a real 503c charity that does medical research. You can send them money, you can send them crypto, as long as it's on Coinbase. And then you'll be able to get 75% credit for the sacrifice phase. If you get in earlier, you get more. If you get in larger, you get more. And then once the sacrifice phase is finished, let's call it 30 days from when it starts, you'll have a set of people that can be airdropped a free coin like Pulse, where the Ethereum users are diluted by 10,000x. The ERC20 guys get a free ride. So, the sacrifice set is going to have the vast majority of the supply, whereas the Ethereum users themselves are going to have a very, very, very small component of it. And even that tiny component is going to be deducted after 30 days. So if you want to keep the freemium that you got as an Ethereum airdrop recipient, you need to move those coins to a new address or you're going to lose them.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Yeah, this is like, kind of a lot of it's all over my head. I'm just, it's just so technical. And I think a lot of people in my community, it's a very...
Have you ever used MetaMask?
I have. Yeah, I have a MetaMask. I mean, you
just go into MetaMask and click network and type a different network and that's it. It works.
Okay.
That's all the effort you do. You literally just type a different network address. Okay. Your keys will just work.
Oh, and that's kind of like, anything like Binance Smart Chain and all that too, right? Just
there you go.
Okay.
Quite similar.
So, all right. Well, how did you like start all this? How did this all start for you? Like, what were you like? How'd you get into crypto initially?
I was a retired serial entrepreneur at the age of 23. Retired, was doing $60 million a year sales. Had 150 employees.
Not bad.
Started traveling the world. Headed down to Panama. Got the living shit robbed out of me. Said fuck that. Not playing around in the third world anymore. Just started traveling nicer places. And then was reading Reddit and playing video games. Saw that some guy had sold his house to buy Bitcoin at $1.
Wow.
What a silly, dumb idea that was.
Yeah, all right.
And then I helped make the top at 30 because I saw the Wired news article where I was like, oh, it's actually getting adoption. All right. Helped make the top, held it down to 2. So 30 to 2, 2 to 1300, Jesus. 1300 to 266, 266 to 20K, 20K, 3K, 3K to 14, 14 to 3800, now 3350, 3350 up to 65K, and now 65K down to 10K. That's my prediction.
10K?
Yep.
Like, you think that's going to happen this year?
Yeah. I mean, not this calendar year now. Probably take a year to get there.
So you think
2022 probably?
The bull run is over for now? Like the midterm, long-term bull run's over?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Well, I mean...
the good news is Hex can make new all-time highs while everything else dies. Like EOS launched in the bear market and did a 40x. And that shit sucked. So Hex is also outperforming. It dipped less than everything else. It went up 5x, dipped like 40%. Everything else dipped like 50 and 60%, didn't go up 5x. It's just overperforming like crazy.
It is. There are not many charts that look like this. Everything has such a high beta to Bitcoin, and this asset right here is not.
Yep.
It's not dumping. Like it probably, if it was going to act like everything else, it probably should have gone back down to 1.5 cents, or at least 2 cents to go back to that previous.
It's superior technology. The only thing in the order book and the price gives a fuck about is people buying and not selling. Everything else is a narrative meme excuse to buy and hold. Bitcoin. Peer-to-peer digital cash? Haha. Nope. Programmable money? Ha. Nope. Unhackable? Nope. 2 inflation bugs. Anyone could have minted as many free coins as they wanted. Had to roll the chain back. One of them, it happened once. Someone minted a couple billion extra Bitcoin. Doesn't dip. Decentralized. Nope. All the mining's in China. Dips hard as fuck. 85% every few years. It dips 85%. Dogecoin drops 95%. Haha. Look, the narratives keep changing. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the new narrative? Digital gold. Okay. Maybe that one works. I'm cool with it. Same with Ethereum. Ethereum. World computer. Bitch, you can't afford to even send a token.
Yeah, because
unstoppable computing. Y'all actually just stole the hackers' coins by forking the network and it having a default. Barely anyone voted on the vote, and you just default set it so the node stole that dude's money, and hence Ethereum Classic was born.
Right? Oh yeah.
And you're just like, all these fucking narrative memes keep changing. Oh, and then you're like, hey, you know what? What was the most honest project in crypto history? Hex. Designed to do a 10,000x. I wrote designed to do a 10,000x. Why? Because it's better than Ethereum, and Ethereum did that. So why not? What was Bitcoin designed to do? Millions of x. How many has it done? Millions of x. But people would yell like little bitches. Oh, designed it to. Dumbasses. Idiots. So I tell the truth. And then people, they can't handle the truth. Freaks them out. They're like, you can't design something to appreciate in value. You're like, oh, that's funny. Because what is business? Business is literally the designing of systems to accrue value to shareholders. That is the definition of what the fuck business is. Mm-hmm. But then I do that in crypto, and I tell people the design intention of going up 10,000x, and they cry like little fucking bitches. And guess what? It's already up 2,400x with staking, 1,200x without staking. So who the fuck was right and who the fuck was wrong? I was right. They were wrong. They need to bow down. That's how it is.
Well, I mean, this is still a... This is like, so for my patrons and stuff, we posted a trade setup on Hex. What was the date? It was March 23rd, and the price entry was 1.1 cents. It was the best looking thing at the time. Everything had run up already except Hex. And the first target was 4.1 cents, which we hit and exceeded. Went to 7.1 cents, and then it's pulled back and is now obviously showing that really nice falling wedge pattern, and the second target is 9.7 cents just based on hit BTC's that open wick or whatever from June 8th. I don't know. Those just
that wick is total and complete bullshit. That is $1 of volume. I fucking hate that. They need to edit it. They need to make it go away. You can actually edit those charts. I haven't mentioned it to them, but someone should. Make the stupid dumb wick where $1 of volume traded fucking go away. It's
made retarded. It good at 9.7. It's just like they all have it though when they get listed. It just they happen.
There's no reason to have that shit.
Yeah.
There's no reason to have that on the fucking chart and ruin everyone's TA for what reason?
Well, I mean, the thing is, psychologically, 10 cents is a big area. That's a huge resistance to everyone, right? I mean, that's like where a great profit taking level could happen.
I mean, did we have that at a penny? Not really. Because you could tell that same story for a penny and it didn't occur. Like, go look at the chart for a penny. It didn't act as support or resistance at all. At all. Didn't matter.
See.
So if it didn't matter at a penny, I really don't know why it would matter at 10 cents.
Yeah, it ran to, let's see, when it hit 1 penny for the first time, kind of, well.
You're looking at the V1 chart, right? Uniswap V1?
No, I'm looking at, I guess V2, which would be the hit BTC chart.
Fuck that chart. You got to go back. You need to go to Uniswap V1 chart, man.
Okay. All right. I got this up right here. So let's see. Let's see. October. Scaling out. Okay. Yeah. Back in May and April. That's when the run up started happening, right? And it hit 1 cent for the first time ever. It's looking like, November. Late October.
You got to be on log chart, bro. What are you doing?
Scale. Yeah. There you go.
Please, God. Fuck.
Here's your log chart. Here it is.
Draw a trend line on top.
On top of what, right here?
Yeah, the top.
Yeah, that
so you see the breakout. See, there's a good horizontal. Yeah, I'm a diagonal guy, but anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got you. Oh, yeah. You want a channel or something? Let's see.
Yeah, just draw a diagonal channel, and you can see the breakout. So I don't think you put your profit take the right spot. Like you put your profit take right after a breakout of the horizontal, which is like
log scale screws
a little
this
weird.
tool up.
Tool.
It doesn't let you go down. It's so weird. I've done it before in log scale when
you can just hold shift and do the same thing. So you can if you hold shift and drag that bar down, it does the same shit.
Let's try it.
So you can click shift and
shift. See it?
No. Okay. You don't need that channel.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is you can create your own channel by just copying the line. If you shift click a line, it copies it, and then you can drag it. So shift left click that, and then drag it down.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. So shift left click. I'm shifting. You mean control? Because control is like
no.
That's how I get
shift left click should. There you go, and then you can just drag the points where you want.
It doesn't really matter because what all we care about is the supply line that was broken and is being back tested currently. That is very real. Like I've never looked at it like that. So yeah, the May 14th anchor point and.
Do you want to see? You want to see a fucking crazy line? So draw this one. Draw a line from there. There's basically a diagonal support through the whole fucking chart on the bottom that you can draw. That's super clean.
Like from the
that diagonal, like I can't see it because your stream is lagged for me, but
yeah, they're just like bugged down again.
That horizontal, that diagonal, that support line right there is fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
I absolutely love that.
But hey, you may not see that again for a while if this is real life. I mean, like if you truly did break this and you're back testing and holding it and flagging so well. I mean, I think 10 cents is a decent like area where I mean, just think like if you take a long at 1 cent and then you take profit at 10 cents, isn't that like 1,000% gain? I mean, that's per trade. That's pretty good, right? You know.
But in the end, it's like how many people in Hex sold and had to rebuy higher and now just have less Hex and the share price only goes up. So the magic of Hex is the share price. The inflation in Hex is only paid to stakers. Stakers, the profit is divided up by shares. How do you get shares? By locking up your Hex. The longer you lock, more shares you get.
Taste my ass.
So if you fuck around and try and trade the market while you're doing that, the share price keeps running away from you. It used to cost 60 cents to buy a share. Now it's cost over $1,100 to buy a share. So there's been a 2,000x price increase to get a share.
And a share in this situation that's not necessarily one coin, right?
No. So shares are how in Bitcoin, all of the inflation is paid to miners by their share of the hash rate. In Hex, all the inflation is paid to stakers by their share of how long they've locked their coins and how many coins.
Okay.
So in Hex, inflation is given to people to hold the price up. In Bitcoin, inflation is given to people to dump the price to pay to pollute the environment. It's like, it's a huge negative externality that is destructive and bad for the price. And it enriches electricity companies and hardware manufacturers that barely speak English.
Yeah.
So it's horrible for everyone involved. It's horrible for the price. It's horrible for the environment. It's horrible for the community. It's horrible for the ecosystem. You ain't never talked to a fucking Bitcoin miner. They don't want to talk to your ass. They don't post on Twitter. They're not even, I don't even sure they're fucking human.
Hex will soon be
So
$1.
it's like we cure all this shit. We have fixed so much shit. It's just, I love it. So the reason the price chart is better is because the memes are better. The fucking logo is better. The domain name is better. The community is better. The mechanics are better. The game theory is better. The uptime is better. It's just vastly superior. If you're in Bitcoin, you want to get to a stable coin to de-risk, start sucking middleman dick. Oh, please, centralized exchange. Please let me get to a stable. Please. And on Ethereum, you just get the fuck in with no middleman. You can de-risk at will. You can't do that shit in Bitcoin. You want to de-risk? Fuck yourself. Go get a middleman. The opposite of why crypto was invented. So Bitcoin sucks. I'm glad everyone's buying it. I'm glad that they thought it was a scam for 10 years. And then finally, now that the price is high enough, it's no longer a scam. Exactly the same fucking technology. But now that the price is higher, they want it. Nobody wanted $3,000 Bitcoin. Everybody wanted $60,000 Bitcoin. Idiots. Don't follow the idiots.
That's the composite operator, and that's like what I try to teach in my channel about. Maybe not Hex. If Hex is like a god coin or something, and everything else exists as it is. Well, I mean, I try to teach kind of like the buy low, sell high, but also the fact that there's that one guy out there, the composite operator, the man behind the curtain, and he's a genius at being really quiet and slowly accumulating position, after a chart's been beaten down for
What
years.
if there's no distribution phase, bro? What if the composite operator's time frame for investment exceeds everyone else's?
Richard Hart
Like Satoshi. Satoshi ain't selling any fucking coins.
No, he didn't, but he didn't own all the supply, though, right? So
he did for a long time. He did, in fact, own all the supply for a long time.
True.
He owned excess of 50% of the supply for a long time.
And how much did he distribute from that 50%?
Nothing.
So he just still holds all that.
Still holding it. Yep. It's just like everyone. People don't understand how the fuck markets work, so I have to educate them. The most profitable and powerful endeavors in the history of humankind are massively centralized. One guy in the White House can end all of our lives at will by pressing a button. He gets to fire all the nukes when he wants, with no checks and balances. He gets to fire the nukes whenever he wants and kill everybody. One guy. Mark Zuckerberg, chart. All the control. You buy shares, you don't even get voting rights. Fuck you.
Another millionaire.
Larry Page, Sergey Brin, charts. Jeff Bezos, chart. Elon Musk, chart, all massively centralized ownership, all massively centralized control. The best, most profitable endeavors in the history of human fucking kind. But then crypto rec pleb fucking retards come along and they're like, oh, I've been broke my whole life, but I think decentral good. I want decentral. Okay, decentralized. Yeah, that's good. Where the fuck has decentralized ever actually worked economically? That's called socialism. Socialism is where you split shit up and divide it up on purpose. Mm-hmm. And what happens? The poor get fucking poor again. The rich get rich again. And it doesn't fucking work. The only place that you can accept the huge fucking massive inefficiencies of horizontal scaling as opposed to vertical integration is for censorship resistance. And if you can achieve censorship resistance by less costly means, like for instance, if just no one ever attacks, XRP is centralized as fuck. You heard about anyone getting their transactions rolled back? Nope. Dogecoin. 80% of the currency is in like the top 100 wallets.
Yep.
Anyone losing their fucking money, getting their transactions rolled back? EOS.
No,
centralized as fuck. There's only 21 validators. They literally were founded on the ability to seize people's coins by judgment, default judgment on the blockchain. Few people are losing their money in that shit. So this fucking fan fiction fucking fantasy that decentralization is one good economically, it's not. Whales don't need to sell. You broke motherfuckers need to sell. Whales don't need to sell. They're happy to just sit there and watch the number go up.
Well, tax implications.
I got a $250,000 wristwatch. I could have a $10 million wristwatch. It doesn't make any fucking difference to me. It doesn't make any effect on my net worth. Mm-hmm. But like these plebs that sell the fucking price down 85% in Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin's decentralized. Is it? 42% of coins are in 2,000 addresses. Oh, but those are exchanges. Yeah, not your coin, not your keys, not your coins. Like crypto was invented to remove middlemen, so you guys give your fucking keys to middlemen.
No.
You're like, what fucking planet am I on? So, you know.
Yeah, it's a very complex one, I'll tell you that. A very complex one, and the world I live in, I try to just keep it mainly about again, just charts and I wanted to bring you on because I do think that Hex is a lone anomaly. Weirdly, in this market, there aren't anything like there are just none that look like it. And
it is weird. I like when I started charting this, I got to tell you, this bull flag that we see right now, this is the only normal looking bull flag I've ever seen in Hex's chart history. I've never actually seen a clean looking bull flag like this before.
At least I have chicken.
So it feels to me like there's different market participants interacting with the system now.
It's kind of similar to April 9th to the 27th, but it's such a much larger structure, way more defined. But yeah, you had like that nice...
Well, I mean, that bull flag was just like... The angle wasn't very sharp, right?
Yeah.
So usually you get 45-degree kind of angle looking... I mean, you're calling them downward wedges, but they look like standard flags to me.
Yeah, so you could use the other tool and probably, because of the wickage, I mean, this is just me not adjusting from the initial ones. Yeah, it's more like that. Look, it hasn't broken out. And it's like perfect. That's right at the breakout point if you adjust for that.
Yeah, I only chart daily. So, I mean, my chart looks a little bit different because of that.
Well, it's beautiful, though, and it's perfect.
Yeah, this is the cleanest looking bull flag I've seen. Everything else looked way different than this. And the charts used to look even more way different because, the vast majority of our trading is on chain, inspectable, verifiable, no spoofing, no fucking iceberg orders, no bullshit, like real. There's no fucking trading in between the bid ask with fake fucking volume. Like it's the real shit that's out there. And so you end up with a chart that it just acts different. It does not. It's just now starting to look like it's acting more like a normal chart, interestingly enough. So.
Yeah. I hear you, but like one thing it's been doing, higher highs, higher lows. And what was absolutely amazing about that downslope consolidation we saw in April was it was pretty much for the first time in the history of the chart that if you look at kind of what I'm looking at, like that high that was created November 3rd, and kind of January 1st, and look, I mean, February 11th, it was back tested for the first time ever, and it wasn't just that. It was like, you had to look at the 4 hour for this, but you had not just one time that it back tested, but it was the second time and it was like a double bottom here.
You know,
And
if you like this USD chart, you'll also like
Divergence.
the BTC chart, because every time BTC takes a shit and Hex just keeps going,
oh yeah, it just
BTC
does-
chart
does
runs
jump, yeah.
up. So we're up like 4 or 5x versus BTC in the last I don't know,
That is a nice
3
chart.
weeks.
That's crazy. Look at that consolidation. Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't even looked at this one. And it's much different. Wow. Yeah, you had a crazy high Halloween, dude.
And this is during everything else dying.
Yeah.
Every altcoins in general fucking die when ETH dies or Bitcoin dies. Harder. They're like leverage positions. Hex is overperforming both of them. When they die, Hex doesn't. It's fucking awesome.
Look at this
So good.
ascending triangle, Richard, man. This is
Yeah.
ridiculous. This is so pretty. Chart art
I agree with you, man.
right here.
I agree with
Good
you.
God.
And there's
I'm just
no
saying.
fucking fake
Not
shit
hitting
going on
graph
here.
bait.
There's
Yeah.
no fake shit. This is 100% retail. 100%
Chicken.
verifiable.
So if this was like
To the moon
someone was
beach.
talking about trading it and just having protective stops, I mean anything probably below, just saying like, what is that? 112,416. It's not Satoshis, is it? It's like
Those are sats, yeah.
Chicken.
yeah, okay.
That's 112 sats.
Yep, 112 right there.
What's
That
your
would be
take
kind
on
of the
conclusion?
if you didn't
Name
want
of the
to.
month
That's
is
like
gonna
straight
be
up,
like
straight down. So
Can't-
there's the probability is very possible that it could get wrecked if it falls below that. Technically
Well, remember,
speaking.
if you look at the other times it's done this, the pattern is totally different. It did wicks up and wicks back down, like Marge Simpson patterns, but now it's doing consolidation and like.
It did fall like multiple times. It's been really tough. I mean, like if you
But
try
look
to
at how long it's been in there. Is what I mean. Like if you scroll back to the other peaks, it doesn't tend to just hang out. It's consolidating.
oh, it's like bullish consolidation for sure. And yeah, they see the asset will run up. It won't create a very strong structure. It's almost like it rallies and then crashes, rallies, crashes.
Yeah, I don't like this. Like I prefer not to have this. Because the only people that make money on them, it's. I would prefer to see.
Bust.
Like I'm okay with there being larger liquidity currently, because we are getting larger market participants in, and so
Chicken.
with basically more liquidity just
Richard intimates that
damps
not including the interest
volatility. And so you will get less wicks up, you'll get less wicks down. So you see people cashing out millions out of Hex often. Like some guy pulled out like 6 million. You just watched him keep hitting the price. Just kept hitting it. Like 3 million Hex every like hour he would hit it for.
When was
he
this
did that for
happening?
like a week. He did that for a week. Like if you go in Hex trading chat, so if you go on t.me/Hex trading, they iFuck every single guy that ends a stake and they guess whether he's going to sell his bag or not. And they fucking they know. There's a guy that called Gunther the Accountant that has a spreadsheet of every single free Hex and what accounts hold it and which ones are high risk and which ones are low risk based on their staking behavior. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like whenever I see something happen with the Hex price, I go to Hex trading because they've already done the fucking homework, so I don't have to look it up. So some guy hurts the price. I'm like, all right, who's this? And I go into chat and they've already got it. Like, oh, it's this guy. And he's got this much more liquid. I fucking love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, we saw a guy pull out 6 million. We got a guy that's got a full max spec, $750,000 paid full Lamborghini, paid with his Hex gains. Guys are buying Rolexes now. Like this is a $250,000 Rolex. I didn't sell fucking Hex, but people that have sold Hex, they have a lot more shit than I do. Like I spent $250,000 on this watch. That guy has a $750K car.
Yeah, for
Everyone
sure.
else
You
is
made
making more money on Hex than me. It's hilarious. Like
Yeah, you made your riches in your 20s. Yeah, right.
yeah, I've been retired since 23. I've been a millionaire forever. I've mined full Bitcoin blocks on my own with no pool, 50 BTC block reward. Bought a shitload at 30. You name it. Founded a cryptocurrency that's valued at nomics.com at 30 billion. So that's a vanity number. You can't pull out 30 billion, but eventually the liquidity gets there where you actually can if you want.
Yeah.
So it's like you're just waiting for the liquidity to fucking take over everything. Like, because look at Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin, Elon Musk bought 1.5 billion. No one really noticed. Why? It's got $1 trillion market cap. So you can buy $1 billion or sell $1 billion.
Easy. Yeah.
People might not notice.
No one notice. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. So I built something better than Bitcoin, and I'm just waiting for the rest of the world to realize it, and they will. Eventually, they will. We haven't hit virality yet. We're not on the front page of CoinMarketCap. We're not on the front page of CoinGecko. We don't have anyone saying nice things yet. We have people saying mean things because they're dumb.
Don't
Yeah, a lot of
Eventually that
people
shit
out there,
folds and
man.
then
It's
the
very
gates open.
polarized. Very
Information for yourself
polarized
everywhere.
coin
The
where
haters
I've
used to
heard the
call
worst
BBC
things
a
ever
scam in
about it and the
2011.
best things
They
ever
had no
about it.
idea
It's just
how the
hilarious.
world works and
Like,
why
hey,
BTC
Richard Hart's a
is
scammer. All right, name one human being
Listen
that
to
ever
the
got a
truth
bad
bombs
deal.
and
Fuck
profit.
getting scammed. That even got a bad deal in any business I've ever been in. Car stereo store, search engine optimization,
Restart chicken.
mortgage company. You fucking name it. Any business I've
I'm
ever
so
been in, I've
grateful
always
for our
given people
community.
excellent deals.
Mitch, you the man. Brother.
So this concept that like I'm a scammer blows my mind. I'm the only self-help author that has free self-help books that created cryptocurrency. I'm like, like I literally, you go back to my oldest YouTube videos, it's me telling people how to give apologies and how not to get drunk when they go out, how to quit playing poker and how to fucking live better lives. This is where I came from as a volunteer, retired, just trying to make people's lives better.
Mm-hmm.
And then people accuse me of shit. And you're like, no, I'm better than everybody else in the space except a couple people, maybe. So go to richardhart.com and look at my fucking history and look how long my self-help videos have been getting views. Now go show me your self-help videos, motherfuckers. No, you don't have any self-help videos because you don't give a fuck about anybody. You know, like I go like all the naysayers that talk shit. I'm like, hey, I volunteer for charity. What the fuck are you doing? Hey, I fucking get people to stop drinking, stop smoking, stop trading, stop playing poker. What do you do? Oh, you get people to margin trade. Oh, sorry, man. I know that's your gig, but
No,
you know,
no, actually, if you, so, I mean, you may not know much. I don't even know if you knew I existed before today, but no, I don't margin trade and I don't recommend it and it's not pushed in my community. Yeah, it's
thank God.
Yeah, I try
You
to
lose all your fucking money.
Yeah,
Buyers
it's very
in
scammy,
crypto,
man. Yep.
founders get rich
Can we see the
and
Rolex
holders get
again,
rich.
Richard?
And everybody else provides the profit for those two people.
Absolutely. They supply the liquidity. And it's just like, you know, you could have a beautiful trade setup with a perfect stop loss, entry, take profit. But when you add margin, the liquidation price makes it to where the stop loss, you get liquidated before the stop loss gets triggered. Therefore, it doesn't work. The trade setup
And there's
doesn't work.
convexivity. When you're trading the thing that you're using for collateral, the convexivity makes your stops hit earlier than you think. So if you're using Bitcoin as collateral to trade Bitcoin, and you think a 3x long gets liquidated in a 1/3 drop, no, it gets liquidated in like a 27% drop.
Yeah.
Because the convexivity. So there's a lot of bullshit that people don't understand. Like you could get so fucking wrecked. Oh, look, a scam wick. Oh, look, the price was where it should be, but this particular pair stopped reporting and therefore got removed from the index after 15 minutes and then caused everyone to get liquidated. I've seen every fucking like scam
It's really
exchange
scammy.
shit you could dream. They're like, oh, the buttons just don't work. Nice. Fucking,
Oh, yeah,
who
the
needs buttons
infrastructure.
that work? Fuck it. Hey.
Well, what I say is about crypto exchanges, it's like if you're going to join a crypto exchange, especially margin trading, well, you're going to the circus. So when you see a clown at the circus, don't be surprised because that is exactly what I'm talking about, right? That's the oh, it's not going to work when volatility is going on. You're getting liquidated. You're getting scammed. So yeah, you're at the clown show. So I mean, yeah, that's the way I look at it. But again, you know,
Crypto's hilarious to me. But hey, if you, I literally have solved so many things. People just need to fucking realize it, dude. It's just like, and they're getting there because you know what? If the 1200X doesn't get them, maybe the 12,000X will get them. And
Maybe,
I
yeah.
don't think that's far away. So you're like, you know, we're at 6 cents now. All right. So where's the next mental thing people are looking at? $1. Oh, but the market cap will be high. Nope, it doesn't matter. You don't realize how meaningless market cap is. It's a vanity metric. If you make your own coin with a trillion supply, sell it to your friend for $1, you're now a trillionaire. Do you think it's real? No, not real. Market cap is a vanity metric. Volume is a vanity metric. Is a user, can you make money on volume? No. Can you place orders on the volume chart? No. You know who makes money on volume? Exchanges and market makers. And users ain't either of those fucking things. So volume is actually a measurement of how victimized
chicken.
users are.
Props
It's
to
a measurement of how
Richard
much
Hartman,
money users
most
are
legit
losing to
crypto
fees.
founder ever.
People want more volume because they're fucking
Thank you.
idiots. The only thing users make money on is a higher goddamn price. And then they say shit like, oh, liquidity. Use a limit order, fucker. Be the liquidity.
Yep.
You can get paid the price you want. The price will never move past you unless you get fucking filled.
Now
So-
it is important though. Like when we talk about liquidity for stop losses, like if you don't have if the asset's too illiquid, you can get running stops put on you all the time, where your order will never get filled and it just dumps below the
Sure,
price.
but like the good news is you don't even have stop losses in Hex because there isn't any place to margin trade it, and therefore it's all on chain. And on chain, what are you going to use to execute your stop loss on chain? You're going to run your own script on your own computer that watches the market and attempts to guess
chicken.
the gas price to try and get your stop filled. So, on chain trading, you don't have stop losses. So you've got limit entries,
Why does the room look like
but you don't have a way to get the fuck out automated. I'm unaware of any system by which to do so. So you could use price alarms and wake up when you need to, and then manually do it yourself. So in Hex, if you let's go look at Hex's liquidity real quick.
Chicken.
Let's go see let's say you wanted to get out of your position right now. So let's go to 1inch.io. And I'm also going to go to matcha.xyz. So matcha.xyz actually is a little bit better deal because they will pay you negative slippage. So if the market moves in your favor while your trade's executing, matcha.xyz will pay that to you. But if that happens on 1inch, they keep that as profit for themselves. So if you do enough orders, you'll actually end up cash positive on matcha.xyz, even if the prices didn't show as good off the bat. And I'm comparing them both right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to market. I'm typing Hex. And let's go to USDC, which I think is the best stable coin. And we're just going to click the arrow button so that Hex is up at the top. And so now let's see what happens if we want to sell like, I don't know, 5 million Hex. There we go. So 5 million Hex is $250,000.
Nice job, bro.
Your slippage is 2%. I don't think your homies are trading with more than that.
Yeah, most probably aren't. Taking $250,000 positions per trade. But,
and this is 2% with no counterparty risk.
Keep going.
Your exchange isn't going to ask you for selfies. Your exchange isn't going to freeze your account. Your exchange isn't going to fucking scam wick you. None of that
Binance
shit.
just did that to a lot of people in the U.S.
Bro, Binance won't give you your fucking money. You can send as many fucking selfies as you want. The motherfuckers just won't pay. It's disgusting.
They don't let you. They lock it up. Like they get you. They let people get into a position before the market crashed, like for a long time, and then there was a date. I don't know if it was like a month and a half ago or a month ago where like tons of North Americans were just like, oh, we need to
No, but like fuck North Americans. I know people in other countries that just they will not get them their fucking money. They're just holding the money. They won't give it up. You could beg their customer service all you fucking want. They just won't give the money up. They literally just rob the user.
It's not a KYC
I've seen it with my own fucking eyes.
Robbery.
Nope. Bro, selfies, fucking videos, fuck everything. They just straight rob the user. It's disgusting. Like, I'd make a bigger stink about it, but it would be nice to see fucking Hex listed there someday, maybe. But at some point, you're like, all right, you're robbing people. You're $1 billion company. You're robbing people. Stop robbing them. Give them their fucking coins back. Give them their coins back. They're not your coins. Stop robbing the fucking users, you unlicensed piece of shit. You pretending you're protecting your fucking license? What license, bitch? You ain't got no license fucking anywhere. Give the users their money back. It's disgusting to me. Binance.com doesn't have bank accounts. They're not going to lose their fucking bank accounts. It's not Binance.us. Disgusts me. I fucking hate scammers, man.
Oh, I do too, man. I do too. And, this is like definitely kind of a first. I've never brought on a developer of a coin on my stream. I've been doing this 3.25 years. Normally goes to keep it to the charts. And
well, I'm a weird animal because I'm a trader. Mm-hmm. I'm a trader. I'm a founder. I'm a marketer. I'm a builder. I'm a fucking tech bro dev dude. Project manager. Fucking, I don't know anyone else that does as much bullshit as I do. I called the Bitcoin top in 20K in 2017. I called the Bitcoin top at 65K. I called 65K 2 years ago, standing on stage in Malta promoting Bitcoin. Called 60K actually. So like, my calls can't be cleaner. I made one price call. It's not like, so if you make like 1 million price calls, one of them will be right. Mm-hmm. And then cheating motherfuckers will be deleting things. I made one Bitcoin price call in like 2 years. it was the 65K top.
Well, it was a good call then,
Like,
man. Good call.
You're like, hey, in 2017, Ethereum ran for 27 days until it died too. Guess when Ethereum died? Exactly 27 days later, exact frackle of 2017.
Yeah, but that's like why
exactly
you
in my
think
tweet.
5K Ethereum though, all right? Because like that's exactly what Bitcoin did. It went from 2K to 5K in like 45 days. Bitcoin or Ethereum went up to 44K, 4,400
chicken.
in 20 days, and then Bitcoin like literally crashed, and then Ethereum ran with it. So it was close. But I mean, like if Ethereum and Bitcoin are true fractals of each other, wouldn't you think that Ethereum would eventually see 20K this cycle?
No, because the tail doesn't wag the dog. Mm-hmm. So all that matters is real money coming into the system. And when people start pulling out real money, like, oh, we don't want Tether anymore because China drama, and then they start selling Tether for real dollars, then they can't rebuy dips because they've got removed from the ecosystem. Mm-hmm. And then it changes the chart because the same dry powder isn't there anymore. So people start sucking out real fiat out of the system. It creates negative reflexivity. And so Ethereum is reflexive to Bitcoin due to the liquidity tying them together in their various pairs on different exchanges. And that's part of the reason why Hex is so much stronger during dips than anything else, is because its primary trading pair is the dollar, not some other crypto.
Yeah.
So the primary trading pair with Ethereum is probably Bitcoin. When Bitcoin takes a shit, Ethereum takes a shit with it.
Oh yeah, high beta, definitely. But that's
but Hex isn't that way. Hex is primarily US dollar. So when ETH takes a dip, only a very small portion of the Hex liquidity reduces. So it's roughly, I think, Ethereum-based liquidity versus US dollar-based liquidity in Hex is maybe 25%. So 25% of the bid support is tied in ETH, and 75% is tied in dollar.
Okay. So yeah, it's just going to naturally be less volatile and less tied to Bitcoin volatility, which it doesn't. Bitcoin doesn't really look good right now, in my opinion. Like on the chart, it looks
Bitcoin. It's always
terrible.
looked bad. Who wants to fucking eat 85% dips for baby gains? You understand it only did a 3x from its last all-time high. That sucks shit.
Yeah.
That sucks. A 3x? Fuck that. Oh, by the way, Ethereum already did a 3x from its all-time high. Pretty much.
Oh yeah,
like
for
you said,
sure.
I mean,
Yeah, it was like
technically it's 5,000, but
yeah, like 1420 was the old all-time high, and I guess a 44.
And then on both of those, who gives a fuck about a 3x? Hex just did a 5x in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So who gives a fuck about a 3x in like years? I don't give a fuck.
Oh no, yeah, no, it's but it could be. I mean, it's like it was life changing for me, that run, because I'd have been acquiring a position in those assets for years, right? That whole 2.5 year consolidation period.
Yeah, sure.
Like if you dollar cost average and just held, and
it's better than fiat, sure.
Oh, certainly, yeah, yeah. But yeah, if you're talking about the luxury of the exponential growth, sure, yeah, I think 10 times X, 10X would be better than 3X.
If you look at this from a technical perspective or from a fundamental perspective, which one transacts more volume, Ethereum or Bitcoin? Ethereum. Which one has higher throughput? Ethereum. Which one has more developers? Ethereum. Which one has more features? Like you can get into a stable coin. Ethereum. You can do on-chain exchange. Mm-hmm. Ethereum. Okay. Which one is removing externalities by trying to switch to proof of work? Ethereum. Which one is getting the largest airdrop in history from Pulse Chain, t.me/Pulse Chain Com? Ethereum.
Ethereum, yeah.
So you're just like, every single fucking metric that's measurable says that Ethereum kicks the shit out of Bitcoin, unless you want to buy $1 billion at a time to get inferior returns. Then
a lot of people
get
do
better
think
slippage.
Ethereum's going to eventually flip Bitcoin down the road.
Sure, it's only 2x away.
Yeah, that's true.
A little bit more now because the pair dropped. Maybe it's like 2.5x now.
Oh, and that Ethereum to Bitcoin chart was beautiful, man. Wyckoff accumulation. That was so gorgeous. Beautiful. Oh yeah, it is.
It's still up 5x over 600 days.
Let's see, pulling it up. Yeah, man, that was Oh, look at the back. Holy crap, the back test. Look at that beautiful back test of the old top of the range. Or it was just a congestion area before a huge rally, and there's just between 5.3 million sats, 5.8 million sats, and 8.5 million sats. Man, there's like nothing there. So
and it broke. I mean, it broke the previous horizontal resistance But I mean, that resistance has only been tagged like a couple times, so I don't even.
Yeah, it broke it May
valid.
3rd, and then has just recently I mean, we're talking like 2 days ago, it back tested it as support. Little bullish pin bar action too, and yeah, look at that negative momentum waning, and that's like some hidden bullish divergence stuff. Convergence doesn't matter because it's just like it could be either or. It's beautiful.
It's a superior product, better technicals, better fundamentals, and I don't know why people just keep talking about Bitcoin so much. It literally is just a rock that sits there, a non-productive asset that you can do nothing with.
But it's digital gold, right? A rock, right?
Fucking. There's so much other cool shit. And you look at the chart. I post the chart all the time. I'm like, here's Bitcoin versus everything else. Everything else is murdering it. The only coin I can think of that Bitcoin outperformed this year is EOS. That's it. Everything else.
That wasn't until recently, though, right? That was like, at one point.
I'm talking for multi-year chart. I'm talking for a year and a half. If you go back a year and a half to when the hex bottom was, January 5th, like the beginning of 2020. If you chart from the beginning of 2020, which you can do on coins or charts.cointrader Pro,
God, let it end. Something weird's going
something
on.
of that form.
Thanks for coming on, Richard.
You can chart
I
all of
even
the
do
alts
admit.
versus Bitcoin. You might be able to do that on TradingView now. I've been doing this shit so long, a lot of coins weren't on TradingView. So you needed to use this site or else you weren't going to be able to make fucking charts. So it just shows like Bitcoin did a 3x from, it's fucking, I'll pull it up actually.
Yeah, but like if we go from the bottom though, it's a lot more. But Hex from the COVID crash low to now is up 41,800%. So just based
I think
on,
it's more than that, man.
So I'm just like looking at, using the tool.
I think it's more than that.
To the top.
Well, let me check it actually. You might be right. Yeah, you're right. Yep, you got it. That's the measurement.
So that's like, 440 days. 41,000, that's pretty good yields, and that's better than anything else in there for sure.
It's better. It's better than like lifetime S&P 500 gains.
Oh yeah.
You're like, if you invested at birth, you're not gonna come close to this shit. And this is, bro, it's just getting started. Do this math for me. I invented something that people buy and don't sell, and they literally lock it up on. How long do you think the average stake length is in Hex?
I'm not sure. You said it could be all over the place, right? I mean, it could be a day or a week or a month or a year or 2 years.
So it can be from a day to 15 years.
So I'm not
sure. How long do you
sure.
think the average stake length is?
Maybe it could be 15 years, maybe? Am I crazy?
Can't be that. You can't average the max.
Yeah, okay.
It's 5.5 years.
5.5, okay.
And it goes up. It only goes up. So this fucking system I designed, you're going to love this. How do you approximate compounding interest? You could either give rewards to older stakeholders and beat the shit out of the database, having to write to all of these old stakeholders. Or you could be smart and just give the new guys less, because it's just a ratio of what these people have versus these other people, right? And then that's computationally efficient. You just change the share price. So you end up with a chart of share price that only goes up and never goes down. In Hex terms, the share price only goes up and never goes down, and that's how we simulate compounding interest. That's how we make it so that the guys that got in earlier always do better than the guys that got in later. Just like any other compounding system. So you get a price chart that only goes up forever. That's fucking awesome.
God, I
What if
see.
people wanted to
But
sell
I'm so
though?
full of
Like eventually,
myself, I
wouldn't
don't
it?
even
Don't people
realize-
always?
Well, then you just sell.
Yeah.
People sell, man. When you see 60% dips on the chart, motherfuckers be selling. And we've had 6 or 7. We've had like 6 60% dips. So dips are in the game, but you always end up with new all-time highs. So who gives a fuck? That's an opportunity for people to buy a bottom and sell a top instead of selling a bottom and buying a top. It's just transfer of wealth from the impatient to the patient. So in Hex, if you want to maintain the number of shares you have, and every time you go to restake, the fucking share price is higher, the only way that you can get back the shares you used to have is to add more money or to stake longer. And so you have this natural tendency for people to keep making longer stakes to keep getting back the same amount of shares they used to have back when they bought when the share price was lower, because the share price went up 2000x. So you have a chart that only goes up and to the right forever, the share price chart in Hex terms, and you have a constant lengthening of commitment to try and get back what you used to have until people just capitulate and they just make a giant long fucking stake. because you have to pay gas fees every time you restake too. It's fucking amazing. I created a system. I call it the truth engine, where you get rewarded for doing what you said you're going to do. You get rewarded for delaying gratification. You get rewarded for holding the price up and protecting the price. And what other honorable fucking things are there? These are the most important things to any speculative asset. Everything else is narrative, meme, hype bullshit. So we monetize the only thing the price cares about. And everybody else, they make up excuses like World Computer and Unstoppable Computing and all this other bullshit to get people to try and buy and hold. But those are just narrative fucking memes that aren't true. This is true. We monetize the only thing the price chart cares about.
Yeah, and I'll just say, despite anything about what it is, higher highs, higher lows, falling wedge, it's beautiful. It looks real good. I'm going to
let you in on a final secret.
Yep.
Don't share this one. I'm going to do a thought experiment. If you had to put $1 million, so let's say you wanted to get Pulse. You wanted to get the free airdrop. So you needed to sacrifice to be in a sacrifice set. You could sacrifice Ethereum. You take $1 million, you buy Ethereum. Price doesn't go up. You sacrifice it, you get $1 million of value. But what if you bought Hex instead? What if you bought $1 million of Hex and then sacrificed it after the price went up? Because you will push the price up with $1 million buying Hex.
Hex, fire.
Now here's the next level. This is the one I don't tell anybody about. This is the galaxy brain. That Hex that gets sacrificed, who knows what entities may or may not receive that? And what if those entities are of the mindset that they just don't like selling Hex? But all those other coins, maybe they're happy to see those get dumped. Thought experiment.
Yeah.
So if it is the case that whatever might be receiving the keys to the sacrificed Hex isn't of the type of personality that is into selling Hex, they just don't like doing it, well, that would be pretty bullish.
You guys who still think
So
Hex is a
one,
scam,
there's
just
an
listen to the
advantage
garbage.
because of the liquidity, because Hex goes up so much easier because there's so much less of it for sale. And then two, the coins may end up in the hands of someone that just doesn't like selling Hex, right? Now this has to be a thought experiment, no expectation of profit from the work of others, not a security, et cetera, et cetera. But it is a very, very interesting piece of game theory. And then imagine what might happen to the Hex price when the sacrifice phase opens. Very interesting.
It's like it's an interesting concept, and I can't wait to see how it goes.
I didn't know you had a no cursing stream. Sorry, bro.
I
curse a lot.
Like I'm not gonna if I have
Like a
someone
sailor.
if I have someone on the stream, I'm not gonna like try to hinder their
my bad.
Their ability to be themselves. So
I grew up with a bunch of construction workers, so
do your thing, Richard.
Yeah.
Man. It's been an honor to have you on. I've seen
pleasure.
some of your live streams before, and you seem like a really down to earth guy.
Thanks, man.
And I love your backdrop. It's very, very bougie, very posh.
it's just my house.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just stuffing more expensive crap behind me instead of like leaving it in my closet. I'll just be like, bring it out.
Hey, it's better than fiat, right? I mean,
It is.
Bought a bunch
It
of
is.
art too for my new place. So yeah,
Nice.
I get it, dude. But
So can I shill some links for your peeps?
I mean, at this point, sure, why not, man?
Okay.
If you wanna,
Hex.com, amazing. If you want to chat about it, t.me/Hex Crypto, 20,000 people in there. Pulse Chain, biggest airdrop in history. Awesome. T.me/Pulse Chain Com. Sacrifice phase should start in days, I hope. They're working on being able to generate addresses unique for each person so that you can do it across multiple chains and credit a single address. Free books. I wrote a couple self-help books. T.me/Scivive, SCIVIVE. I'm on Twitter, got like 71K followers on there. Twitter.com/RichardHartWin. YouTube.com/Richard Hart. I think that's it. If you're going to donate to charity, sends.org, SCNS.org/donate. But you might want to delay it because you can get free credit in the sacrifice phase to get free Pulse soon. So you get 75% credit if you donate to that charity. It's a tax write-off, 503c registered. They have one in the UK, one in the United States.
well,
That's it.
Richard, man, yeah, dude, I appreciate you coming out. Hopefully, we can do it again sometime. And maybe we hit 9.7 10 cents next. When we hit that, you
I'd
come
like to
back
see
on.
it.
We'll celebrate.
Yeah.
I'll have a drink with you, probably. You know,
All right.
whatever. We'll do that.
All right, man.
And we should go from there.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, keep up the hard work, man, and you keep trying to change the world, right? Because that's
My pleasure, bro.
ultimately
I'll keep
what
it
you're
up.
trying to do. All right, Richard, man.
Thanks,
Much
man.
love. Peace.
Ciao, bro.
All right. The famous Richard Hart, the Hex creator, chat. We did it. That was kind of like one of the first interviews. It wasn't even an interview because I didn't even feel like I did a good job of asking the right questions.
32.33 repeating,
And a lot of
course.
like the stuff is so over my head, man.
$30. Hey Mitch, I know you're gonna want to spin after that.
Am I gonna want to spin after that? I don't know. I mean, like whatever, dude. Like it was it's just complex. It's like a lot of stuff.
At least I have chicken.
Why is Richard dressed
The
like
world
50
I
Cent?
live in, I'm a simple TA man. I like the charts, I like the patterns, I like the structures, the Wyckoff, I like all that. And the world he's in is way, it seems like, its own level of complexity, right? To where it's hard for me to argue or even really,
repeating,
you know.
of course.
You seem
All I
like
know
a
is the
real
chart looks
down-to-earth
amazing.
guy.
That's it.
Well
That's as
played.
far as I can take it. Hex chart, crazy good. And I'm still thinking like a short-term target
least I have
for
chicken.
that wedge is
Not the price
7
of
cents or
Hex that
so,
only goes up as the share
6.3
price
to 7
represents
cents.
the Bitcoin mining hash rate in the contract.
Wheeler, what'd you say? Oh, you like Dota
least
dudes?
I have
What's your
chicken.
favorite character? You know what my favorite character was? Support was
You did a great job.
Vol'jin
Awesome
or
interview.
Witch Doctor. Dude, mid game, not playing complete scrub support. Dude, you could wreck people. Lothars with the what is it? Agmar's staff. They gave you the ult, the stronger ult. And the death wards. Anyway, sorry, you brought up Dota, so been
At
a
least
long
I
time.
have chicken.
Thank you Mitch for doing this, and thank you Marco the Glass HEXican for making it happen.
Thanks, Luxie. Thanks everyone for the contributions. I haven't been able to engage at all. Like I'm sorry. I'm
Yes,
not
chicken.
gonna be able to
Thank
engage
you Mitch for doing
when I'm
this.
trying to talk to somebody on stream. That's like, you know, that's almost like me talking to someone while I'm talking to them. It's like me picking up my phone and texting while I'm at dinner eating or something, right? And then I got someone across the
At least
table
I have
from me. I just
chicken.
can't.
Thanks Mitch.
So
for the
hopefully
interview.
you're not mad
Hats
about
on.
that. All tippers, thank y'all. So yeah, man, like, you know, Hex is like working on a breakout right now. Just saying. Guess what's not working on a breakout right now? Bitcoin is not working on a breakout. It's just literally testing 38,554 like a scrub, which is literally like kind of near the upper echelon of a huge range where you could slide all the way down to 30K and it wouldn't be that weird. But I do think it might be working on a bearish pattern. So its little rally here may not be done. It goes up, you could see 40,600 before a real reaction of this bearish cipher that it's real, isn't it? It's perfect. It's a 61% retrace on B, a 1414 on C. It's perfect. So I mean, like, that's where it's not really good for bulls, but on the other hand, you got some like Ethereum that did bullishly engulf on the 4 hour.
Thanks, that was great, Mitch.
Rick, I'm glad you liked it, man. I don't know, like, chat was lit. That one thing's certain, chat was super lit. So thanks for everyone being here. There were like 1,700 y'all, 1,800 y'all, almost 2,000. This whole little, is it an interview? Because I don't think I did a good job of that. You know, asking the right questions. Maybe I did or not. Again, I'm not one to get cocky, but thanks y'all for giving the time of day to me and Richard just to talk about crypto things, man. I feel like a crypto guy. A little bit more like a crypto person these days after that, alright? Chat is still lit. What are y'all doing? Can we please get some hype in the chat? Yeah, dude, I could have probably done more homework and asked like a nice laundry list of questions, whatever, but what's more fun? Like, why do I like live streaming? Because there's nothing scheduled on the live stream. It's just kind of like,
chicken.
look at the chart some, I'll pay attention throughout the day. What's going on? But when I hit that live button, it's kind of just like, we're freeballing it, man. We're just literally, we let the charts and you decide on what the content's kind of gonna be, right? All the requests and all that, you know? So, Unscripted. I don't know, you just never know, man. I love live streaming
At least I have
because
chicken.
of that.
Mitch, what balance area you think Richard was talking about?
For what, Bitcoin, or you didn't specify what asset? Yeah, and really, of all days, the Leroy Jenkins stream. God, seriously. Well, I've been live now 2 hours 41 minutes. So if you're enjoying that live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks so much, dude. Hold on a sec. Sorry. Hold on. Let me pull back for a minute. Hold on.
At least I have chicken.
BTC.
What balance are you talking about? Well, he said 10K. He thinks this is eventually going to 10K. I don't know about that. I mean, like, look, again, it's not that I just don't make calls like that because, I mean, again, I just don't know, like, you know, the further out you get.
32.33 repeating, of course.
Oh, what's up, Al Gore?
Al Gore tipped $38.12. Male sign, bear, pig, clinking beer mugs.
Thank you for the man bear pig. Wow, nice emoji con usage, dude.
32.33 repeating, of course.
Great interview. If you couldn't block me from the chat, that would be great in K.
Dude, if you, so the problem is, like, and you can ask any YouTuber that's been in it long enough, there are so many Nigerian scammers that get banned that YouTube no longer holds that data of the names of people banned. So when you get banned, like, you might just be banned forever. Like, I have in real life friends that, like, one of them, he's just, we're part of a group together, you know, a gun group, and he, like, came in one day when things were going nuts, and he, like, said, "Hey, effer," you know, and I think that's hilarious because he's like, I know him, but, like, a mod banned him, and I have no idea how to unban. He's just eternally banned, and we talked about it even today. So you get banned on this channel, man, there's, like, almost, like, nothing that can be done about it. Like, not even kidding. It's a weird reality. It's just, so don't, just try not to get banned, but I know it's just, it's tough, like. Are we cool? I mean, nice stream. I don't feel like I'm quite ready to get off stream. I don't know, what's wrong with me? Richard Hart made me catch my second wind or something. Maybe it's the 4-string 4-stem leather belt that I'm wearing. Just kidding. Just kidding. So I like Ethereum above 2,600. That's a major inflection point that could take it to 3K if Bitcoin doesn't want to dump. I think if Bitcoin wants to go up to that pattern completion zone of the little bearish cipher at 40,600, that's where Ethereum's going. Ethereum's going to 3K. That's the target. Okay. Yeah, simple TA. That's all it is. That's right, 10 pence. You get it. Only some of y'all, only real ones will get the 4-string 4-stem leather belt. All right. But yeah, in terms of the 10K call, speculative. I don't know. Like, I mean, maybe eventually, but what I'm thinking is Bitcoin will maybe sell off, but we're hoping for a higher low. Like, and eventually, you know, you make this higher low somewhere in the 35 area, which, whatever, you break through 44K, you run up, you might see 50, 55K, you end up making a lower high than previous high, and then you dump again, and then when you dump again, maybe you make a double bottom, and you show daily bullish divergence. We don't have that yet.
He was smiling and cheesing the whole time, bro. Love it. Lowell told you he has time for regular dudes like us. Congrats, brother, you did great. Heart.
Thanks for setting it up, Marco, man.
At least
Yeah,
I
I
have
did.
chicken.
This
Well, it's
is
like,
how
you
I
know,
have to
it's the
talk to
only
people in
chart
the
that
chat.
looks the way
You
it
see, I
does,
was
and it's
banned.
interesting from a TA perspective, you know, even though I've still just kind of dumb when it comes to the crypto side of things and technology and all that. It's just the technicals stuck out to me. So, you know, next time like Cardano is showing an interesting looking chart, we can get Hoskinson on or something right there, right? Dude, literally, it's like my internet is losing its mind, dude. I can't. I think we're back, but God, man. Lag! So bad, dude. Wait, do y'all want me to do what I did Sup, dude? Sup? How y'all doing? The full screen Leroy Jenkins so you can actually see the helm. It's beautiful. How do I look in my armor? Am I okay, chat? So anyway, what a stream. One for the ages. Yeah, sorry, this overlay right here has the old sub stuff. Crap. I'm gonna have to go back. I can't stand up because, yeah, it'll ruin it. I have on green pants. Okay, they're like pants that are green. They're not legendary. They're not orange. They're not purple. I'm talking about for the Warcraft people. Green pants. You don't want green pants, all right? You'll kick me out of the dungeon for low item level or something. All right. Okay, but some get it.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
And then I can be like. Okay, I guess we'll go back to the chart screen. No one wants to see anymore. That's bad. Okay. Need to roll for the rares. Yeah, no, dude. I don't know. Gosh dang it, Leroy. So total, you know, indecision candle after a bullish engulfing candle, I think is good. I like the negative momentum waning. I think there's still probably more upside for maybe 1.78 trillion. Just because I think Bitcoin could go up a little bit more. I can't believe this music. It's like, hey, dude, 360p music is buffering. I feel like I'm in 1998 or something right now. Good God. Yeah, dude. I mean, what beats a Richard Hart interview and Leroy Jenkins at the same time? Not much, dude. No, you like if you tip, that's when the lights change. And I had not turned it on until late in the stream anyway. Dude, this is so bad. Like, I can't have the tip jar and have filters on my screen. It sucks, dude. Oh boy. Dude. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, I'm gonna change it. Nice, dude. Nice one, Shaylin. He gave me an on-the-fly new thumbnail. Above and beyond. And I'm gonna change it real quick. Boom. A new thumbnail has been born. Awesome. So what do y'all think? What, Edwards Trigon, it didn't come through. What does that mean? Or maybe it's because it's broken. I'll just refresh it again. This is so dumb. Can't catch a break. You want to try something, BBB? I don't know what that means either. Yeah, a lot of mixed opinions. You know, a lot of mixed opinions, and even the TTS.
Gentlemen,
Okay. Not Wheaties, unless Kellogg owns Wheaties. I can't remember, because I'm a Kellogg. This is a Kellogg household, all right, because of this K, you know, the ticker. Good God, 1,000 plus messages in Patreon chat or the Citadel chat. Oh yeah, you missed the top. The top happened already. But hey, we don't know if the bottom's in. Until you make a 4-hour high or low, you just can't know for sure, right? And so that's what we're waiting on. Waiting for a higher low than 33,059. Okay. AMC the moon. Get your AMC out of here. We're in on GameStop, dude. GameStop trade setup on the way, dude. That's the most recent Patreon trade setup. Citadel trade setup, whatever. And it was a good start, man. Oh, hey, thanks for all the followers on Twitter. Sorry, I'm not that good of an interviewer. Well, it's like I did a lot of interviewing stuff in high school and college, but then it's like working out, man. It's like lifting a muscle, like an interview muscle. You can, if you don't use it, you lose it. So it's like that's all the same thing with sociability. Like you can be really gregarious, outgoing, but then COVID happens, and you get, and you start working from home too, and then you just don't have a reason to go out. Dude, you will lose your ability to be social. You have to work on it. So if you're out there, don't feel like you're the only one that's kind of like, man, what happened? I used to be on my game so much more in social situations. It's like you just gotta get out of your comfort zone and start trying to make yourself get back in those social situations, and it will come back. It'll come back because it's something called not mirror neurons. You have mirror neurons, but what are the neurons? Where your muscle, like if you work out young in life through puberty and all that, it's much easier to get back in shape older you get in life because your body is so used to rebuilding, regenerating those cells so fast because it did it when you were developing younger. So it's the same thing. Where if you used to be good at it, you can lose it, but you'll get someone who's never been able to get in social situations. They're still gonna have a harder time than you, even though you just might have to pick up, you know, because you haven't done it in a while. So it's not mirror neurons.
Mitch, why isn't
motor
the
neurons? It's called motor neurons. That's what it is. Mirror neurons are where, like, if you are watching someone on TV and they jump off a building or something and they land and you feel that pain, kind of, ugh, that's mirror neurons. So, anyway, two different ones. I don't know, y'all are just throwing words together.
$32.33 repeating, of course.
Okay.
Amazing setup. Deep value.
Better odds than we've had in a long time. Thanks, Leroy.
MACD. Beautiful pattern. Gone.
GAN, we've been there before, haven't we? GAN was a successful trade setup. Way back. Not way back, just months ago, like, remember that time, dude? Remember that time? We're back, baby. We got another beautiful potential setup. Oh my god, dude. This is gonna do this part 2, Boogaloo or Bungaloo, whatever. Can't believe he said that. He said that word. Where's it? All right, here it is. So, remember that time. GAN, December 2nd, 2020.
32.33 repeating.
We back at entry, baby.
On behalf of all Hexicans, our gratitude and respect to you, Mitch Ray.
What's up, Crypto Orange? Thanks for 25. And thanks for getting it hooked up, man. Dude, most of the time it's like people just are too big. You know, they're not going to come on the stream because of their own stream or whatever. So, you know, it's just cool that he wanted to do it, and happy to talk to him, you know. So I'm just deleting all this because we got another harmonic dude. He's very right here. This new contribution from James B. Just cleaning it up. Maybe we should just. I want to keep this harmonic there though, so just give me a sec. The day is late. So we're gonna go from the D low here. It's a discernible swing low right here. XA. B, C. That's too deep though, man. That's like, I mean, like way too deep. But you know, I get it. Like you had this low here, A86. It's a bat pattern that has kind of gone a little too deep. But it could be reaction low, reversal low going on. Let's see, 4 hours not really that great on the oscillators. Oh my god, I love the freaking daily's pretty good, man. Hold on. Dang. Right, for people that are hex and stuff, this is like really what I do. You know, I'm just not a crypto guy so much as I am a technical analyst guy who likes charts. I don't care what exchange, just give me something that looks good. Hex is looking good, so, you know, and looks like it could be setting up for our prices. So here we go. You know, you got GAN here, right back down to a deep value area potentially. I mean, dude, there's that high from May. We're gonna go with. So here's a zone of somewhat of congestion, right? I mean, so we're looking at this as the breaking point. It's pretty awesome, right? I mean, that is low risk, and I like the RSI here. You got one time oversold, second time oversold, so sellers exhausted. Okay. So this is it, man. I mean, like that is
32.33 repeating, of course.
That was a unique experience for sure. When Richard pulled out his Rolex and announced how much it cost for the third time in 15 minutes, my BTC Maxi grandma went online and got herself one too. Can you check Nano/BTC chart for my Nano Maxi chill, brother?
What's up, Murdoch? Thanks, dude. Yep. Thank you, dude. So, I mean, you're talking about low-risk areas. You can't argue with that. I think it's kind of impossible to argue. Now, maybe having to stop somewhat below X just to keep yourself safe. Can you not see what's kind of going on? You're at the bottom of a range. One time, two times. I would think it could be, say, a little bit more conservative to take profit up here. This June 2nd high, that first time ever. You know, whether you wanted to take it at the candle open high. $25 psychological support resistance would be safe too, right? Just think about it, like just kind of reasonably, or it may not make it back to the top of the channel. And it's like that, isn't it? And if it fails, it fails. Minimal losses, but this is kind of what dreams are made of. That's it. GAN, part 2. Part 1 was an amazing movie. Let's see if part 2 is better, you know? Jeez, nice look there, dude. Again. So, a harmonic, technical indicators, and trend analysis. A no-trend asset at the bottom of its trading range. That's
repeating, of course.
Wow.
Can we look at Sky Steak?
Oh, God. I guess, if you want, man. Steak. That was an awesome trade setup. That was another trade setup that went successful, but like, you know, it's so illiquid and just like it gaps around because no one trades it. Okay, anyway. Boom, there you go. Let's see. Why would you wear a watch? Obsolete tech. Just in case. Why would you wear a watch? Just in case they drop an EM EMP or whatever. Yep. Wait, would a bomb, an EMP bomb, take out mechanical watches? I don't think so, right? No way. So that's why. So Richard Hart has a watch, and he also probably has a diesel vehicle. You know? So he can drive around or something. Anyway. I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm just joking. What was the next one? Sorry. Forgot, man. Kind of zoned out, you know, because it's a 3-hour live stream now. Silverman, who are you? You're a nobody. No one cares about your terrible opinion. You're trash, okay? See how you can spew toxicity at me? I can do the same thing. You're trash, dude, and you're banned. Bye. Like, you're just such a liar. You're so literal liar. That's cool, dude. Nano? Okay, next one. Nano to BTC, still making higher highs, higher lows, isn't it? Well, imagine calling me a shiller scammer because all I wanted to do was just have someone on the stream. What am I supposed to do? Just literally never do anything with anyone ever? I mean, I got him on because I like the chart. I like the way the chart looks. I still do, despite anything. So, anyway, it's nice. Anything above 1429 is kind of like bullish in the new paradigm. Look, straight down, straight up. Yeah, you do have that area right there at 2220. You have to break, but I guess you could say maybe lower risk area. Lots of hidden triple. Dang, dude, triple MACD hidden bullish divergence on the daily. Are you kidding? Look at this. It's like 1, 2, 3 right there. So impending price action continuation implied a couple days ago. You had a bullish engulfing candle. I just don't know that because it already ran up to the crazy high. So I mean that could be where it's headed again. And you know the cutoff point's 1429 on Nano for your grandma. All right, that's it. Yeah, dude, it's just like, oh my god, dude. Mitch had someone on a stream and that's it. Oh, he's a terrible person. Oh my god. Like, nope, you just have mental illness. That's okay, dude. It's okay. Talking about the people talking crap, like about me for just having the guy on. Right? That's it, Nano. Looks good, actually. Indication of continuation. We're just saying that it's implying that it's going to continue to outperform Bitcoin. That's about it. I need stick. Oh, it's so bad. Jesus. It did hit a crazy 751 though. Wow. Wow, look what that hit. Jeez, dude. That is 100% retrace. I mean, it's at a point where it's reversed before. There's bullish divergence on the MACD, not on the RSI, on the daily. So, even if it is at a point where it could reverse, there's no confirmation low. It's just a reaction low. I thought what was so amazing about this was the bearish cipher. Remember, it was like, oh god, it didn't look good, and it's been devastated since then. So,
But yeah, there was trades set along January 4th, 5th area, and all the targets got hit. But now it's back at the entry level again. Which is nuts. So maybe there's divergence. Maybe you're at a critical area, but I just don't know there's enough data to be like, oh, I can't wait to go long on this illiquid asset. Down to 10.23% right now. What? Down 10% right now. Yeah, so I just gotta figure out a platform, or not a platform, but I gotta figure out like a way to, like I kind of figured it out towards the end, trying to get them in the bottom left of my screen. There's a better way to do it. Like once I did that, then it's like.
I like the interview. It would be great to see other developers on. It would be nice to hear what they have to say. It's healthy for crypto and good for them to show their face for once rather than have scammers rug pull everybody else.
What's up, BB man? Thanks for the sevens. I mean, whatever. Like, I can do it more often. I would prefer there's a technical reason why they're on, more so than anything, because I feel like, that's when I start becoming like everyone else, where I just have people on. I don't know, man. We did 2 hours of technical analysis before the interview, Like, what did you want? Like, it was just bonuses. It was like, everything was handled,
You got time to look at THCB? If not, till tip 5 tomorrow to remind you, and you can check it tomorrow.
Why not, man? We can look at it, whatever. Thanks, Hageki, man. Thanks for being nice and, being like no pressure. Thank you, dude. Makes me want to look at it even more. 2 Sun Holdings. I get it, man. I get why you're asking for it. God, dude, just the end. It's like the boom bust cycle, right? Go up, get that psychology of, the market participants, Wall Street's. That's what this is. All right, we're back in despair mode, chat. We were at a new paradigm, though, just early this year. It's a new paradigm. It's going to change the world. 2 Sun Holdings, and devastated. Return to the mean, connect. What's up, Man Dan? Thanks for 2, dude.
At least I have chicken.
We need to get Richard Hart to show this Vechain. Quite the sales Vechain to the moon.
Sorry, dude. I just, just technicals, man. It was technicals. God, I can't even believe that there are people that I give 3.25 years of this technical analysis, have one guy on, and then you have people that cry about it and complain. It's like, you know what? If you had a problem with it, and you couldn't just turn it off and be like, whatever, man, I'll just watch tomorrow. Then just stop watching the stream forever, never come back. Like, that's for real, dude. I just don't care. Like, if you're going to be that judgmental about me having someone on, like, just stop watching. That's it. It's so easy. It's such a simple thing. You can go cry about it on Reddit or something. I don't really care where you cry about it. Just don't do it here. Good God. Like, grow up. Anyway. Yeah, you're back like 90+% retrace. It's an XABCD, and yeah, you're finally $10, 1027. Can't get much worse than that, can it? Nah, not really. That's kind of the zone of where you might want to look again, but dude, 331,000 volume, so not too much volume. Maybe the weekly's showing something. Oh, hidden bullish divergence of the weekly? I don't know, dude. 2 weeks ago, nasty bearish engulfing candle. And it's a pretty much textbook 3 falling methods. Or, yeah, 3 falling methods, right? Kind of, pretty much. I know that one's not completely confined within the previous. But that is a pretty much perfect 3 falling methods bearish continuation pattern. So, to me, look, dude, THCB, nice that you brought it up. Good thought process, Ageki. But dude, there are so many better assets that we could go long on right now. And you know what they are, because you're a patron. Or you're part of the Citadel, right? You know what they are. This is just whatever, man. Sure. Maybe a rally. Who knows how long it's going to take, dude. What happened? What about GameStop? What's wrong with GameStop? GameStop was the one, dude. It was perfect. Okay, total. Looking good, man. Looking okay after that engulfing. Short-term relief rally, maybe. Who's crying? There were a lot of people crying. Are you kidding me? Are you blind? People tipping crying. Like all kinds of just crying, dude. This house is deep. That's right, dude. It's supposed to be deep, Duncan, man. It's not progressive. I don't know. It's just, it's deep house, yeah. I know there's progressive deep house too, though. I don't really know the difference between progressive deep house and just standard deep house, you know? I think progressive is more like it starts out before all the other parts of the song come up. I don't know, dude. Don't worry about it. I don't know how I could outdo the stream either. Sorry, Geki man. I wish I could give you more. I understand why you requested it, and it's not bad. Like the same low and higher levels of relative strength. I mean, yeah, it's okay, but again, I think you get what I'm saying. Like, there are just better ones out there. This could be in despair mode, turn to mean for months, a few months, dude. Man. Okay, so Bitcoin, we're thinking 40,600-ish for a reaction, and it's a major top of inflection point. Let's see if it goes. But we're not so concerned about Ethereum. We're concerned about Ethereum. I'm sorry, Bitcoin. We're concerned about Ethereum. We like Ethereum tremendously because we know 3K seems very probable above 2,600. Very probable above 2,600. That's it. You stay above 2,600, you're going to 3K. That's it. So I will leave you with that. And I will leave you with $300 upside on ETH. And yeah, Hex is attempting to break out of a flag wedge right now, whatever, to say that too, because it's true. Dogecoin looks pretty freaking good still. Bitcoin Cash is all right. Vechain looks pretty freaking good, man. Vechain's like deep 88% retrace, double bottoming. That's kind of the stuff you want to see, man. So just keep in mind, a short-term bottom could be in on Bitcoin because of the daily. As we look at it, but yeah, I would prefer the 4 hour shows us some sort of higher low. I mean, you could argue right here that Ethereum has just put in a higher low, right? Yeah. Don't sleep on it, dude. Yeah, we get it. People don't like them. But guess what? People do like them. Guess what, dude? It's like, whatever, man. Like, God forbid I stream for 2 hours giving you pure technical analysis, and then we have this guy for 1 hour. How many hours have I streamed total ever? Many thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Like, you can't do 1 hour with someone on the stream that you don't like, and you can't deal with it. I don't know, dude. Remember how it all started? Remember the bullish pin bar? It's a bullish pin bar on Ethereum at a 1750 support resistance from February. Awesome. Okay. So thank you for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. It's been great, man. It really has. I'll be back. Until next time.
Didn't BTC make a higher low today around $36,500? Also, Richard was a tough guess, but you handled it well.
Thanks, dudes. I don't know if we can say that yet. Did it make a higher low? because it hasn't recaptured the highs of 39.8. So until that happens, you can't really say it's a higher low, because it could just crap out here and sell off and continue to make a lower low than that 36K you're talking about. I think it's unconfirmed. We don't know yet, but thank you, dude. Much love.
I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
And then, just like that,
Leroy Dragon!
Adios, turd nuggets.